Hey. What's up, Tiberian? Oh, hey, look what I did. Look at the two things I did. One, not prepare chat. Boom. Two, not resize my window, even though I just resized my game. Whoop. There. This game looks kind of great, so I'm going full screen on my side. How you doing, Tiberian? I'm not muted, am I? No, I look good. I did that last stream. I was gonna play earlier, but it's been really hot here, and I had gardening to do. Emojis are huge now for some reason. That does look a lot bigger. I can't... Oh, maybe that's only Twitch. I can't mouse over it and see which one it is. But yeah, that's large. Are you... No, okay. Yeah. Text is wrapping accordingly. I'm gonna hop back into Stasis Bone Totem, because this game's pretty cool, and I'm on Chapter 2. I wanted to have a little bit more time to play it. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube just makes changes. Maybe they announce them somewhere. I don't see it. There's even, like, devlog videos whenever content creators, like, log into their back end of their page, right? And I didn't hear about that change. But alright, that's cool, that's fine. Let emojis be big. Orange whistling cat with underscores. I wish... One of the things that I wish YouTube would directly copy from Twitch is letting, like, people who have memberships to one channel use those emotes in another channel, right?
This is not safe for children.
Someone wanted food bad.
You're super right, Bear. Sticking a saw blade in here is, not... Yeah, let's hack the thing. Go for it. So last stream... Oh, that looks bad. I don't have anything I can interact with anymore. So last stream, we found ourselves... What's my option for... There it is. I guess we've used everything. Our characters found themselves a wreck. Or like an abandoned oil platform that wasn't on their maps.
Ready to tackle the weekend. Remember, a curious mind gets results. So don't be afraid to ask questions.
And this is apparently like the third in a series of games. I didn't know there were any previous games by this developer. Which I think is just called Brotherhood. Door super locked. Parallel cabling running from ceiling mounted ports down into the air compressor designed to transmit both power and data. Saw some other cabling like that earlier. But this is like a very corporate capitalist environmental degradation style setting that they've built up over a couple of games. So our characters are in debt, and that spells very, very bad things for them. So even though one of the first things they discover after like gaining entry to this place is a ritually mutilated corpse, and then like terrible Resident Evil level bioexperiments, we decided to explore the place for treasure. Yeah, people are always going to use emojis in ways that like the host sites don't like. Didn't Twitch... Don't you have to have an extension for Twitch to see all the emojis that everybody wants? Right? Is that Chatterino? Because you'll see people type out emojis and then they like appear in on-screen chat. But otherwise... Actually, the one option I want right now is to super turn off the heart emote icon. Whoop, not that. So it stops appearing at the bottom of my capture. Why is there a line at the top of YouTube chat? If I... Super weird. You slept through Walmart closing, so you weren't able to buy food for dinner? Dude, that's never good. I hope you have some snacks. Like of some sort. For air filtration pump since dead, its functions having ceased for such a time that the atmosphere has been starved and strained of vital life support. Right, so right now I have my little robo-bear.
There's a lot on our plate. Your debt is vital to us.
Even
So
debt
let's
down
ensure
here.
we're all working hard to meet our goals and deliver on our commitments.
Work harder. Earn us more. We have our little robo-bear companion walking around, while our other two party members... Can I even switch to them? Are over here stuck in our diving bell. Why did we dive down to the deepest part of the ocean? Because my characters didn't find anything that they could sell. I think we're actually technically looking for, like...
Journey of the self, through and back to the self.
Uh-huh.
So let's focus on our personal growth and development and the company's success.
Weaponized positivity like that is one of my least favorite things in existence right now. Quantity of discarded wrappers, cans, and containers suggest that this facility was once heavily populated. Now, the forsaken trash only magnifies the silent pall over the room. It's really good writing. Big old broken ladder. We're gonna go through here. I think what my characters are actually looking for is, like, some information about who owns this that they can recover and then either claim as their own or
Yeah, Charlie.
sell back to the company. $186. Yeah, okay, I get it. Guess I didn't interact with door control.
The glass is too thick for a bear. It needs a Mac.
I can't get Mac out here yet. Cans of beanless chili. And leftover hamburger buns. That's still like missing a main ingredient of a lazy sloppy Joe. You got bread though. That's enough. If you wanted to spice it up, you could use the chili sauce. Could I? I think the saw blade will
Take advantage
cut
of
something.
luxurious mule facilities at your disposal. They're there to help us relax and recharge. So make sure you use them to your benefit.
Oh god, it doesn't stop. It's still spazzing out. Can I maybe use this? I don't actually have anything I can interact with here, though. Certainly. Really? I just cut through some metal with the saw blade. Our Robo-Bear buddy here, who's been upgraded to hack, is like a child's toy. So every single observation is through the lens of like, I would like to entertain your child and take care of them. Oh, it's got the meat in it and like textured soybean paste, despite being called no bean. Well, that is something then. You can make a real sandwich with that. Whoa!
No, I do not like dogs. Charlie Mac.
Just push past it, it won't bite you.
I do not like dogs, Charlie.
He's terrified, Mac.
I think it
This dog
might
is
bite.
bad.
It's a toy. It doesn't get scared, not really. And through there's the only way to get us out of here.
And if he's ripped to shreds, then we're done.
You care about that thing too much.
This dog must be very hungry.
What if I gave it?
Let's keep pushing forward, working together to make Kane Corporation.
Oh wow, I can't
the
interact
best
with
thing
anything until I actually hear this. It's Hormel.
until we meet again. Have a great day.
I don't remember the last time I had any chili that wasn't like self-made. Can I jam you shut? Oh, there it goes. Nice timing, Bear. Yucca paste. Hope was never allowed any because it was awful for her tummy. Right. Right. What do you two have to say about this item? There's no way you can use it in here. Premium soda mix. I could never get used to the fizz. It looks extra done. Used to mix many of these to keep going through the late nights. Add a smidge of scotch and the energy kicks like a mule. I don't like it.
I see we have a lot on our plate. Your debt is vital to us. So
That
let's
sounds familiar. That voice sounds familiar. Take that.
Bad dog.
That's the first live thing we've seen here. Damn, that's a lot to interact with. 5, 6. Tube-like passageways of the maintenance tunnel traverse through both rock and architecture. A necessity for maintenance, though a claustrophobic fit for any adult human to crawl through. Barely big enough for a pet
I do
robo.
not like tight places, Charlie.
Sure like complaining, though. Bear.
You're doing great, Mose.
Bad smells. Dead smells.
Walmart opens in less than 6 hours. Might just wait it out. I mean, if you're not hungry now, then that's probably fine. Do you not have a 24-hour Walmart around you? I don't have one that's like super close. But there's definitely a couple around here. Twin device controls gas flow in the atmosphere as part of the mule's life support system. The operable gas mix is critical for human survival in this deep sea installation. Birthday's on Sunday, so you're taking 3 days off? Nice! I might stream then, so I might be able to say happy birthday on your day. But if I'm not, then, like, happy birthday. Oh, you were only getting 24 hours, and now you're getting 3 days? Hell yeah. Hydrogen, xenon, oxygen, helium. No nitrogen. Broken handle. I can probably teleport these back to Charlie. Okay, I'm not changing anything. The Walmarts near you aren't open 24 hours anymore. Yeah, I think most of the ones around me close, or like are not open for 24 hours, but few of them are. Vent. Yeesh. It's a good shape for chewing, sure. I think I need to find something else. There's gotta be a hot button to get out of one of these, right? What is escape? You might have other, like, 24-hour places open, right? Gross. Small puffs of smoke occasionally discharge out from the finger-like mold growth, projecting a robust, sickly scent, the minute contractions simulating an unsettling impersonation of respiration. It might be part of a network. Oh, I thought this was blocking this. Can't interact with that. Oh, shit. I probably don't want to get near the dog, right? You live within walking distance of an IHOP? I was just about to ask. We have IHOPs around here. I think they're basically everywhere. Those are 24 hours. Maybe like a Denny's or a Waffle House. Wawa's is open, but it's maybe a 15-minute drive. If you get really hungry, you definitely got food. That's good. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff did start closing earlier. Or not going 24 hours if it did before, for sure. Dog's matted coat adheres to its body like a cream fur rug. Gross. Its ribs protrude like a xylophone, ready to play a heartbreaking melody. Yeah, I don't like the look of that dog. I'm gonna go back for a minute. Regulator valve seems important. Thick, sticky veins of organic matter have grown along the ducts. Sorted emulation of the cabling worming between various ports and junctions. A cloying scent accompanies the growths carried on swirling ghostly fumes. Shit's creepy down here, I get it. I think these people are fans of Alien and Predator. They definitely looked like... What was hydrogen? Plus, though, I don't have a minus. This little sheet back here had what I think is the proper mix. 49, 50, 2 and 1. Can I turn this down somehow? I feel like this is gonna kill me. Ah. $49. 50. And then we wanted xenon and nitrogen? No, wait. Oxygen and xenon were like 2 and 1. Well, these should be at 49 and 50. Yeah, a lot of places around here definitely started closing early. My favorite was there's a Chinese takeout place that's really close, and whenever that happened, I went to go get some pickup, and they didn't do like curbside. Maybe they did delivery, but I was just like on my way home from something, and when I walked into the place again, they had like gotten a bunch of like 2x4 wood and plexiglass and just like multiple rows of duct tape and built an entire screen around between like where you order and where they are in their kitchen with like a little sliding door for cash or credit card. And so they like completely taped themselves off in like the most low-tech way possible. And it stayed like that for a while. Oh, damn, I just checked. Was oxygen at 1 or was xenon at 1? I think oxygen was at 1. Yeah, oxygen 1, xenon 2. 4950, which I think I got correct. So now I need to find a xenon regulator. I don't want the organic tentacles. Give me the PDA. Yeah. I mean, I had buddies who were engineers, and, like, that's just what they would call engineering. You know, we'd be at, like, a LAN party, and if there's light coming through the window and we don't have blackout curtains, just put a couple bookshelves in front of it. That's engineering. Just solve little problems. Bruno Correa. Mission successful. I managed to smuggle Missy into my quarters. Glad I forked out a few extra ration packs for a handbag breed. Figured I can walk her at night before shifts and stuff her down my overalls if anybody gets close. Is this the dog? Construction has commenced on the exterior framework of the new site entrance. Fabricrete fabrication will take about 2 months with pre-built sections we have to work with. After the shell has been constructed, we can begin constructing the umbilical and draining seawater from the surface. Oh, that makes sense. Missy has outgrown her carry case. It's most definitely not a toy Pomeranian. Oh, the dog is way bigger. Ever since we cut into the structure, I've been having bizarre dreams and waking up in a cold sweat with my eyes open. In the most recent vision, I'm lying paralyzed on a stone slab. I hear a growl and a grunt to my left, and then I see a naked, crying child to my right. Suddenly, my legs start burning, and I feel pressure on my prostate. Gross! Then I realize they're cutting me open from anus to chest. I look up and scream, but no sound comes out. Their cold eyes stare into my soul. Multiple people have been having, like, freaky dreams. But this is specific. Or would, like, a bio-horror thing implant... Nah, it's just him. Taco Bell's open until 3 a.m.? There's a pretty quick choice. Because, like, IHOP is alright. And you could definitely get a meal there. But it's going to take a lot longer after walking in than just, like, a Taco Bell drive-thru. Especially if you order online or something first. Right? Prefabrication took slightly longer than expected due to the unidentified electrical interference. But we finished assembling the outer shell. The crew has dubbed it the blister. By my estimation, we'll begin draining the blister, so to speak, in early January. Several inspection drones went missing. They're not showing up on the mule roster. Review of Zombie Shark. One of Brian Henderson's lesser-known monster movies. The shark is brought back from the dead by waste runoff and wreaks havoc on a small seaside town. Practical effects aren't convincing, but they are fun. I've seen a shark with half its face missing, and Henderson took some creative liberties. Missy and I give it a 7 out of 10. Scrubbers have been bugging some of their welding units. I recommend they be deactivated until construction's complete. Therefore, I'd like to report that Robert Folis has commandeered some company equipment, including UAVs and sample collectors, for personal use. Hijacked drones have repeatedly buzzed our construction site at dangerous speeds. People were organizing drone races earlier, right? To all contacts from the Mule Supervisory Board, Mr. Bruno Correa suffered a minor injury today when a series of pipes burst on the blister. Violent pressure change in his suit resulted in a dual pneumothorax. Wait, dual pneumothorax. The damage to his lungs is irreparable. Complete transplant has been scheduled and billed to his company account. Of course he has to pay for it. Mandatory indentured debt obligation has been extended to 15 years until the principal has been repaid. Further investigation will be necessary, but the company has been indemnified as per Article 1287 of Mr. Correa's employment contract. They can't be held accountable. He has to pay for all injuries. We wish him a full recovery and a prompt return to his post. Damn. Very dystopian future indeed. Some personal logs, like a lot of personal logs. I feel horrible. Missy was alone for 3 days until Milford rescued her. It's been 2 months since the accident and I still can't sleep. Whenever I visit the dig site, I get the feeling I'm being watched. You probably were. It's mostly quiet, but some nights I can hear something moving deeper in the tunnel. I've talked to Dr. Shaw about it, and she says I'm suffering from trauma-induced hallucinations. I doubt that. Doctors never listen. I had strange dreams before the accident. At least I'm not alone down there. Sometimes Missy lets out a blood-curdling yelp, reminding me of Cujo in her raised hackles. With her raised hackles. Does she also sense the stirring below? These movie reviews. I only made it through a few minutes. The scene with the critter moving in the protagonist's belly really got to me. Unrealistic and gross. Done exclusively for shock value. I imagine I'm gonna see some of this before the game is done. I've only died once in this game. It doesn't seem to be combat, so you, like, do a thing wrong and you die. And maybe there's timed events or running away from something later on. But that first time, one of my characters' entire face, skull skin melted off. Now granted, he turned away from camera, so it could have been a lot more gross, but it was pretty gross. And I have seen some screenshots. I think this game gets gross quick. The last of the Omega equipment has been transported into the temple. My contract is almost up. After that, Missy and I will head to the surface for some much-needed R&R, and then we can begin chipping away at my debt. Lake isn't returning my calls, and neither is Lester. This is the second poker game they've missed. Come to think of it, Lake has a bounce in his step. Bet he's banging someone on the mule. Me, I'm a one-lady man, and that lady has 4 legs. Buddy, that can be interpreted real weird. It's a friggin' band. It shouldn't be? Oh, it shouldn't be. All of the stuff I have remaining banned is like weird website extensions. And I haven't really cleaned up my banned list since. No, that must just be like a YouTube 8-year comment thing. Because I'm on live. And I see like, yeah, Chinese engineering, Taco Bell, open till 3. Friggin' banned, no idea what your message didn't send. And I don't either. I know people have been having more chat problems recently. I've seen, like, many streamers I watch have chat just, like, freeze on them for a few minutes. Or half an hour, sometimes. I've seen people who their chat on the website would freeze, but their capture of it, like on my stream, would still pick it up. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube chat right now. And yeah, I haven't been by Taco Bell in, like, forever. So I don't know what I would get there either. Gorditas? Probably just some regular tacos. Whatever's cheapest. I yearn to have the waking dream again. Took some convincing, but Dr. Shaw finally prescribed me a Fat Man. You're supposed to take the drug orally, but I've heard it can produce realistic hallucinations when taken as a suppository. So that's the road my Fat Man will take. Dude! Just plug in his pills. Guy shoved a Fat Man up his butt to have better dreams. Bingo, it worked! Time slowed, a rhythmic beat took my body to a new plane of existence as I was pulled from my mortal coil. I was on a granite slab again. This time I spoke. I could understand the words of the song, and it was beautiful. Something crawled under my skin, into my heart, and behind my eyes. The church bells chimed, and Jesus rose from the quivering mass of flesh. I was not scared, and it felt so real. That sounds horrible. Also, like, the other dude who talked about having super weird dreams also, like, pivoted straight into seeing Jesus or religious stuff. What if there's like a bio-horror agent thing going around and like gets people to buy into becoming hosts by activating kind of like a religious devotion sensation in the brain? You'd buy nachos Belgrande, but Belgrande, but they're $7. Yeah, I remember only going to Taco Bell because it's, like, cheap, right? Go get, like, $1 taco, although now it's probably, like, a $2.50 taco, $3 taco. Man, I'm glad I started cooking most of my own meals, you know, 3.5 years ago. Because eating out gets real expensive. Where did I go? I tried to go by Wingstop again, like a week or two ago. But I was just looking at their site, so I wasn't there yet. And it was like $13 or $14 for a regular meal. And I think a lot of the places that I used to go by are not so cheap anymore. I think Jack in the Box used to have a really good deal that was like only available after 11 or midnight or something like that. But now I have no idea. We headed straight for the ventilation shaft when the screaming started. Who should we find but Besagand? Besagand? He was releasing some kind of vaporized agent into the ventilation system while cackling like a deranged demon. He came at me with his fists balled up and beat me unconscious with the canister he was carrying. That was the last mistake he ever made. When I came to, I saw that Missy had torn his throat out of his neck. Must have inhaled a massive dose of whatever poison he was trying to circulate through the mule because I passed out again. When I woke up a few days later, my loyal pooch had eaten what was left of Tij. Damn. I think maybe both of you got some of that poison. We're surviving on salvaged yucca paste. It's probably yucca. We have yucca plant where I work. It's like a fruit, I think. I've never tried it. I have enough for a few months, or at least until the air purifiers give up or reset. I have no idea what the correct settings are, and Besagand damaged the equipment. I'm sure the rescue team is close. I think you got an extermination team, bud. I feel wrong. All I hear is a rhythmic beat. It's driving me crazy. Are the children singing again? Their voices echo against the walls of my cranium. We are reaching for heaven. We must ascend. Missy's at my side. Her friendship is all that matters. At least you still cared about your dog, even though you were going insane and surviving on fruit alone. Which is probably what this is, huh? Or over here. Rice and bean burrito still $1? There you go. And a potato taco. I remember you could get like at least the cheap beef tacos with like lettuce and cheese for super cheap. $1.89. I mean, that's still under $2 before tax. Rice and bean burrito sounds okay. A potato taco sounds like extra bland. This post-human form bursts outward in a fungal bloom. Cavalcade of floral growths vomits from the rigid ribcage, cradling a delicate spine. Bizarre vegetation eagerly extends along the surrounding floor, a morbid garden fueled by a necrotic substance. What the absolute fuck is going on here? Also, my other characters should be able to see this. Okay, let's go interact with the body.
Hello, I am Moses.
What in hell?
Is that human?
Hello?
The fucking heart is still beating, Charlie.
Language, Mac.
Those look like flowers? Some sort of vegetative
The
growth?
corpse Charlie saw up top
They float too.
also had flowers coming
Spores.
out of them.
There's spores coming off that thing. Moses, get away from it.
My Mac.
I mean, Moses is not biological, though. This is exactly what we saw upstairs. Up top. Why are these... Stop shining. Let me guess. The heart? No. Some sort of pin in the bone? I need like a scalpel or some pliers, I think. That's gross, but also kind of pretty. The floral stuff, not this stuff. Or this stuff. The fucking web of blood vessels looks extra gross. Yeah, he definitely could bring back spores. Other characters need to find masks quick. Assuming whatever that is can't just get in through their skin. But if it's spores and it's big enough, they probably have to breathe it in. Strangely large vine ripples like the sinews of a giant's arm, strangling the atmospheric control terminal. Is it like halfway intelligent? Why is the heart still beating?
The central atmospheric monitoring system requires recalibration.
I can read. Thanks, Bear.
Mac, man. Average gamer rube. What movie does it remind you of? Oh, I'm just back in front of the dog. How do I can't go further this way, and I can't adjust the xenon. I feel like, you know what? I saved, but then I looked at everything, so we're gonna save again. What happens if I get close to our pupper buddy? Nothing. Cool. Good dog. The one with a talking skull head bear, and the people turned into plants. The only thing that's coming to my mind immediately is that, like, Japanese mushroom movie. Or The Stuff? I think The Stuff had people kind of turning into plants. That was more just like a goo.
Kane Corporation is the...
Quiet. That needs a Mac. What if I give the broken shit to Charlie here? Is there anything you can interact with here? The console, which says nothing. We saw these two earlier, right? It was about an alien energy dome or something that kept growing and preventing anything from escaping. Oh, I'm trying to remember. That strikes a bone. Is that
And
ooh.
we have a working handle.
That's a plus.
Not proud of the artistry, but it's a notable functional improvement. Hope for and find a matching broken slot to repair it with. I think we know where it goes. That reminds me of a movie that had like almost a Razafon bubble thing in it. No, you don't need the handle. I just have to hope the xenon levels are correct. Ah. I think 54 is correct. Gas scrubber needs to be what? I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oh, it took place in a swamp and ended in a lighthouse? Totally not what I was thinking of. 20, 54, 26. Kind of wish this wasn't the same animation for +1 and +10, but, you know, whatever. Can't adjust xenon, can't adjust nitrogen. And I don't know what to interact with. Maybe that was the recalibration that needed to happen. Yeah.
Central atmospheric monitoring system has been calibrated. Attention.
It didn't make any sense and you didn't like it, so it wasn't worth remembering. Big fair. I've seen a lot of stuff like that. So this looks like the other hint. It went like this.
I will leave here soon.
Good work, Mose. Cleverest bear. Meet us back at the main lobby.
I am the cleverest bear.
You're making a monster here.
How is that? I think the people who were in here made monsters. Moses, while admittedly creepy looking, is not the creepiest looking thing we've seen today. We're gonna suck out all the spores. That's a bit more than I hoped for. No going back up now.
What the hell just...
This place isn't as intact as I thought. Pressure differential caused it to buckle.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
I don't know why anyone
Diving
would think
bell's
this
destroyed.
place was
There's
incredibly
no way back
intact.
up.
Bigger issue is we're trapped, and it's flooding.
That's
What were you saying before?
half of what she just said.
All calm beneath the surface.
Is Charlie Mac okay?
No, Moses. We're not. It's flooding in here. We need a way out.
We're gonna take that just in case. Guess we can go out the emergency door here. Oh, it's extra flooding. You also get out of this diving bell. Wait, why can you not get out of the diving bell? Can you not
Try
swim?
and break the glass.
Broken glass is dangerous, Mac.
It's okay.
Thank you, Moses.
It's fine. Please use strength.
Ah, damn it. The control box is shorted.
I don't know.
You'll have to bridge the short.
Eh? Yeah, I guess. If it's metal.
The handle won't stay down. The door won't stay open.
What do we...
You get through the door.
But...
I'll figure it out. Get through it. Go!
Yeah. Okay, now she can get out. Because the game wasn't prepared to have you have him break the glass and then have her hold it shut. But that's fair. Okay. Charlie, it's time for you to figure something out.
Mac?
That's not good.
Moses?
We have like a
Mac,
quantum
can you hear
inventory
me?
link. How is our communication cutting out?
God damn it.
Then again, if that biofungus stuff is psychic. Works up station storing charge handled meters. Stands before collecting, monitoring, tracking equipment. Floor be wet. The egress now stands firmly shut. The torrent of water that pooled through during the portal's prior mania drenched the floors worryingly. The slightest hint of ripples by the door suggests the airlock seal may not be as secure as one would have hoped. Underwater docking portal. God, another corpse. Wretched remains of a diving suit and its occupant. Vital fluids having long since bled out after the rendered torso. From the rendered. Maybe rendered or rended? A trail of gristle and dried blood suggests that he had climbed through the portal as it had closed. Yeah, I think that's rended. Also super gross. One other thing I can use. Bunches, oh maps. I feel like I should probably be going fast.
Charlie, you there?
Hey, good to see you, Mac.
Mac?
We can only barely
Are you
read
there?
you. Found a
Yeah.
diving suit, though.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, don't get too excited. Still flooding in here. Running out of headspace fast.
Well,
Okay. We'll figure it out. Figure it out.
open the door again to buy yourself more time. Oh, damn. Fuck. Let's... I see. 726. interact with these two things. 7, 2, 6. Do it. Fucking. No. I can't move you any more to the left? You more to the left. Weird. Can I move you more to the right? I need nothing over here. One here. Here. This has done a pretty good job at creating a sense of tension. I'll give you that. Even though... Damn. I need to all be white down here. Okay. Can't be it. Okay, the music is making me think... Yeah, exactly. You're starting to think this guy has gills. You can hear, like, kind of choking sounds every once in a while, and the music is making me think, like, if there's going to be a timed segment, this is it, right? But I'm very much getting not, like... It doesn't feel like I'm actually timed after so long. That's one too many. So, what was it? This is one off. There's one too many here. So if I can do 2 and 1, these two empty, this one empty. But that's as much as I can shift it. So it can't be there because this column's super empty. Either of those two settings. On, off, on, on, off, off. Maybe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nice. If you randomly hit it, it just goes. All right, get back. Seems like he's fully underwater now. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I miss? Fucking press it. Didn't open up. There it goes.
Maintenance requested.
Moses.
Hello, Mac. Your situation does not seem fun.
It's far from it, Bear.
Can you open this vent? I hit the maintenance request.
My Mac.
Please, is that yes? Moses? Let me switch to Moses. Huh. But now Mac's gonna be crawling in these tunnels, which seems like a bad idea. You know? Got that air filtration going on, but it's not a thing I can work with. I don't have any items. And we can't go back to Charlie. Man, yeah, that room filled up real quick, and now it's fine. Wait, can I open it from the machine back here? From the terminal? I would like to burn all of this stuff. Yes.
Routine maintenance is important.
Please open. Please open. They should be flooding.
Not bad, Bear.
Mac, I am glad you are not dead.
Oh, that's not the same
More than
ventilation
just
shaft
a
he was in.
toy,
Right.
isn't he?
You may have a point.
Where are you?
I think, an escape pod bay. Looks sealed, though. Give me a second here.
It's gonna be above Charlie and like a little off. Gloomy duct coils akin to a snail shell. Interior flooded by thick sheets of wandering dust. Several service pipes are ringing the chamber's perimeter, depositing air and fuel into escape capsules before plunging into the facility. This is... The upper part of this was like, okay, what's going on here? And now it's kind of harrowing, except I had what feels like infinite time with that, so... But, I mean, great atmosphere. Perforated grating has drained seawater that's pooled from the vacant tubes. Glow of fluorescent lights reveals that the lower room has a function beyond a simple flood chamber. Strange racking has been left bare, either unused or ransacked. I think is over the text. Squat domed room offers a dry reprieve that presents little in the way of warmth or any other clear path forward. Instead, the structure subtly shifts to and fro as it jostles with ocean current, accompanied by whispers of metallic murmuring. Which I'm going to assume is like metal bending and shifting in the ocean current and not anything that sounds like literal whispers. Though given what we've seen, who fucking knows? A secure locking iris leads to the water overflow chamber below. Access appears to be controlled elsewhere. There's only one thing to interact with. Can I go this way? Cool. Plastic sheeting. The portal rims are draped with protective sheeting, shielding against damage and inconvenience caused by intruding ocean waters brought forth by capsule launches.
Yeah, it's the escape pods. And... big shock, they're all gone.
This one even looks
At
bloody.
least someone got out of here alive.
Yeah, but maybe not us. What else is down here? What else can I... The absence of functioning escape capsules plants a grim landscape for those who now find themselves stuck within the metallic ocean floor maze. Lost in clambering through an abandoned and flooding facility. Escape facilities expended or defective. You've leaped into the catastrophe long after others clamored to escape it. Yeah, this was a very bad idea. They should have just, like, tried to find a different rig. Failed escape capsule. Maybe we can repair it?
Wait. Pods aren't all gone. And not everyone escaped.
This looks bad.
What do you mean? Someone's alive?
In one of the pods. They're not moving, but I can hear them inside. Hello?
I can't make out what's going on in here, except for, like, this hand pressed up against the window, though. And maybe they were trying to break out, right? That's cool. I still can't make anything out. Like, this just looks like rock in the background. It's not going to be that. It's going to be much worse.
Not gonna be easy. Lock will be pressurized. If you can hear me, I'm gonna try and get you out of there. Just stay calm.
They didn't say anything extra. I guess just punch it, Mac. Because, I don't have any items. It'll just be some guy's head on a T or something? Yeah. Like, it'll be body parts, like, splayed apart from each other because weird mold nasty shit has grown them apart. I don't like that idea. Alright, Charlie, it's up to you to find something. Mac and Moses are kind of at their end here. The disused assembly arm stands dejected to the side, forlornly awaiting a project requiring its additional aid, or for its twin to malfunction and need replacing. Some lights. And the other assembly bay arm. Robotic arms specialize in precision maintenance and assembly, following pre-encoded procedures and instructions. Let's look at the suit first, then. Deal with instructions later.
Found a suit. Rear thruster looks damaged.
Yeah, that's extra broken.
Suit thrust is removed. Suit thrust maintenance should only be performed by trained certified technicians.
Yeah, well...
According to who?
I don't think there's any of those around.
Systems, biotechnological.
Did I just put the suit on?
Systems check. Warning. Suit maintenance required before operation. Warning.
Calibrate pressure. That's a lot of calibration. I don't know what atmospheres I'm at. Okay, but this number is not going to change. Okay, okay. Lungs damaged or missing. Thrusters damaged or missing. Well, let's not get in there. Cool, but... Okay. Damn, you got in that suit extra quick, Charlie. Personal log locked. I need Moses. No, I don't. We're just gonna decrypt this shit. What's up, Matt Barton? Biotis maintenance. Happy birthday to me. I'm 90 years old and I don't look a day over 45. One of the perks of a pampered life is an organ insurance product. Lifeblood Corp at your service. To celebrate, I ordered a Casu Marzu and washed it down with a Cano de Sardinia. Canonau de Sardinia? Live maggots and all? Gross! I don't know what this is, but now I think I have an idea. I've always been a loner with a penchant for the good life, even during my time at La Vida Paradise, which only cost me a kidney. Now my family debt has finally been paid off, and the best is yet to come. To Christian C. Badagello. I don't remember any of the names from up above. That would probably help with context here. Have you had any more run-ins with scrubbers? When I'd go out for pressure tests a few months back, I'd see a swarm every 2 or 3 outings. Now I see one every time I leave the mule. I know they're supposed to be harmless, but I get the impression they're not working correctly. The dive suit I'm servicing show up with electrical burns, and they're deep sea rated and metallic glass reinforced. Metallic glass is like a very StarCraft thing. The big mechs, I remember, had lore where like their viewing windows were not glass, it was metal blown thin and then layered. You're terrible with names? I'm not very good with names. For sure. My memory's kind of spotty sometimes. Like, I don't even remember if Christian C. Batagello here is some personal log we found down here. Like the dude who bloomed. I've almost overhauled the Max Ocean M4 diving suit, but several parts still need to be replaced and repaired. Unfortunately, the old components are unsalvageable because they are melted by scrubbers. I wish we had one of those fancy matter replicators Batagello is always talking about, and not just these duplicator trash buckets. I heard the temple jockeys got one. What a waste. I'd print the Yubari melon with sliced fugu and sashimi for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That sounds pretty good. Well, fugu. Isn't fugu also, like, really weird? Isn't fugu the fish that you, like, let ferment for years? No, fugu is just puffer fish. Right. Been coming through the old maintenance logs and found a restricted entry referencing Alpha, the first forward operating base. It was decommissioned about a decade ago, well before my time. Apparently, it's not just some weird artifacts in the ocean bed. There's a Newman down here. Number 3. Kane decided to leave it trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Find it hard to believe they would abandon a Newman, but here it is in green pixels. Imagine the value of a Newman. Dead or alive? Consider my 90-year-old youthful interest piqued. I wonder if I would know what a Newman is if I played either of the previous 2 games. It either has something to do with, like, the crazy bio stuff going on, or, like, the weird bone Mayan predator language sigil thing I found up above. If I can navigate a sample collector over to the plateau, maybe we can explore the old base? I'll have to rope in Follis and get this sneak and peek. He has access to off-the-books equipment that won't get me shot or quartered, or both. You would have to use off-the-book stuff, right? Because everything else would be logged and then charged to you, or, yeah, shot and quartered. Congratulations on your winning streak last night. Robert Follis is one of the 2 we found earlier. Or maybe the one we found earlier, who was talking about the poker game. How did you clean Matthews out? Buzzed her sample collector like a hornet with a roid rage. Listen up, Salt Dog. I need to borrow one of your UAVs for a couple of hours. It's the least you can do after forgetting my birthday. Maybe somebody else was something dog. Way in the beginning. Up on the surface. Sometimes I think about the rich prick who got my left kidney. Of all my organs, it was my favorite. Okay, bud. I've always found it funny that some wealthy people want real organs when they can grow, even print, perfectly good replicas. They call themselves 100% human. What a bunch of yellow leaf fantasists. Right, so things are definitely bad in this future. I think I also read that, like, all ocean life is supposed to be dead because environment collapse. But again, I haven't played any of the previous games, so I'm not sure. Who am I then? I felt like a cow or a broodmare at times, but the pay is too good. Besides, after being genetically paired with a policyholder, you have to emulate their lifestyle to minimize the chances of rejection. Tonight I drowned my sorrows in manuka honey drizzled on garlicky alba white truffles. Okay, that sounds pretty fucking good. At least I still have my heart. Heart replicas just aren't the same. They keep ticking even when you're a corpse. Oh, that's why the other heart kept beating. I wonder if the biomass thing was him trying to grow organs? Maybe. There was a scientist up on the surface who was talking about playing around with DNA of stuff that they found and, like, splicing it with... Wait, this guy was talking about fugu. Not every, like, marine life can be dead if you can get fugu, unless they were just printing it, right? I mean, maybe they were just printing it. But yeah, there was some scientist who was bickering about doing weird experiments with stuff they found from, like, whatever relics they found in the ocean. And then there was also an occult expert who had a different, more advanced lab and more authority than she did. But yeah, definitely some bioengineering stuff going on here. 100%. Maybe they were trying to, like, find a cheaper way to print organs to be extra lucrative. The rover excursion to Alpha Base was a bust. The cave-in prevented traditional access, so I squeezed through a fissure, passing some old equipment. Once I was out of the cave and heading for the base entrance, what could only be described as a bloated sea slug with teeth tore the drone to pieces like a hungry man would a sous butter poached lobster. This dude cannot stop thinking about food. More power to him, really. I ran this operation in the black. Fullis is going to go ballistic on my ass. Yeah, that would be a lot to repair. Well, I guess depending on how big the drone was. Hey, the scrubbers that maintain the graphene hull of domes A through E seem to be multiplying. I know they're bioengineered not to breed, but I'm certain there are more of them every day. A scrubber orgy would be a thing to behold. I know some crew are fond of the blue electric light show they put on, but I suspect these critters are dangerous. I request an immediate catch and catalog of the swarm. Great, cool. The drones we're talking about are not purely mechanical. They are bioengineered scrubber drones. Biomechanical fish that clean the outside of the hull with what sounds like, you know, lasers, plasma waves. Kane's sake, the meal's in chaos. Yvette was hit by a stray bullet which completely tore off part of her head. Bernie's ribs were knocked in. What's going on? I saw a rover at the bulwark during my sneak and peek. It may come in handy. We've stopped the base kill order. Fullis simulated the VAT, then killed the hardline between the mule and DS-15. I cut the dather tethered to deep sea simultaneously, and he nuked the uplink. I don't know how long the ruse will last. Hopefully long enough for us to get topside. I don't think many of these people made it. We're heading back to the mule now. I'd die for a dollop of Alma caviar and a saltine cracker. Dude, you have more important issues. The bell returned as scheduled, but headed oceanside after only 10 minutes. I hope some of the crew escaped. Bell requires at least one occupant to ascend, and it sure as shit wasn't us in there. I mostly made it back. Robert, the scrubbers melted his suit, al dente. I almost narked on diver entry trying to get away from them, but those electro squibs caused a power surge on the moon pool's iris door. So the dude who got... Okay, Robert Fullis melted. Maybe not the dude who got his body squished in half by the closing door. Alas, there has been no rescue. I smelled a ghastly aromatic stench of rotting onions like a putrid lobster bisque. You had to make one more food reference. He had to. Okay, I've got to find some other tools over this way. Yeah, nothing up here. Probably not Robert. In fact, I'm just curious. This guy, he's almost certainly this PDA. Bruno. Bruno. So maybe this is Robert. Who has what? A thruster, right. Scaled for human use. Looks like the igniter suffered a malfunction, judging by the flashing red error symbol, which I might not be able to use at all. We found a big Mayan calendar up top, except it had a lot more bone and predator language on it. So we're somewhere, presumably, we are somewhere off the coast of South Africa. Charlie, you don't want to make a comment like... Or maybe they just found something here and moved it to wherever we are. All right. What do you got for me?
Charlie, what the hell?
That might be a working thruster.
It's, a dive suit. Looks like. Cut in half.
Very much cut in
Yeah,
half.
so is the person inside it. Where the hell are you?
Looks like a dive suit bay. Oh god, there's another body here. Gonna keep looking. Maybe there's a way out, or a way to help you.
These three
Careful.
really, really, really should have just left this fucking wreck and found something else. What's that look like, Charlie? Nothing we can interact with. Cool. Okay. Well, can you then fix the broken thruster? I'm kind of blocking it. You can see the inventory down here. Oh, I can't fix them. That's not what it takes. Maybe we will give this to Mac, who can break it a little, and then we can fix it.
Rust
Yeah.
got into this igniter. Twisting it just right got the thruster working.
And then we take these parts. Igniter. Damaged igniter. Looks like this sparks the mobility system used in the dive suits. Completely busted, though, apart from the fireworks display.
Good thing these thrusters are modular. Just put in a new igniter and there we are.
Lucky us. Well, seems we're getting in the suit after all.
Suit thrust is replaced. Suit thrust is operating within established parameters.
This looks rigged as hell, though. The suit's okay with that? Also, cracked. Heating system. Damaged or missing. What does open suit mean? So we fixed our thrusters. But heating system damaged, lungs damaged.
Uses bio lungs.
Oh.
Looks like, Biofix, Mark 3 or 4. They're damaged, though. And I think my only way out of here is fixing this thing.
You want to take a biodeus? Out onto the seafloor?
How hard could it be?
This woman.
Don't something my vibe? That's funny. Nothing. Where are you two now? I can use this to roast something, right? They both work, though. Maybe that's not it. Why? Okay. Heating system and lungs.
Lungs removed. Lung maintenance should only be performed by
Yeah.
technicians.
Careful with those. Carry disease just like any other organ.
That's
I know how biotech works, Mac.
gross. Material seems made from a stretchable plastic hoisted into a plasteel rib mount. I need some sophisticated medical equipment to repair this. Or, yeah, replace half of it. God, they got biotech stuff going on. Let's just combine it with the thruster. Can I burn it? No. Okay, fair enough. What do other people have to say about these items? Because that can be a bit of a hint. Is this a hat? Can't fit anything inside, though. If I blow into the holes, the bags go big. It's fucking Moses. Have some respect with the organs, buddy. What do you think? Still only have one thing to ignite with. We pulled stuff like this out of some of the combat synths I fought back in the day. Recognize Biofix products instantly. I can hear a rattling noise inside when I shake it. This is beyond repairable, even for Charlie. Can you break it even more? No, okay. Can you break the lung even more? No, that's fine. Do you get You don't get an option to interact with your items, do you? No. Moses over here doesn't really have that. Well, shit. Big hints?
Well, when in doubt, go for the old standby. Blow stuff up. Small explosive charge would open this lock easy.
Uh-huh. We're looking for a bomb. Interesting. And the arms at work. You don't have a hint, though. And I can't take these anymore. So we're not going to use them to blow anything up. It's our coolant. No option to open anything. What? Let's see. Why can I go way over here? Is there, like... Is there a tunnel this way? Ho ho ho! On persistent hum, drones just beyond the iris portal. Vibrations of which drum and dance along with the nearby framework. Alright. Back to Moses, then. Where even... Oh, I see. Well, that's a lot. One of a few stasis pods within the room, though this one lies empty, its previous occupant having already been disgorged or placed into the surgery table.
This is not a good place to play. It smells wrong. Like dead things.
Ever wonder what the point was of putting olfactory sensors on a toy?
Maybe, because it makes him more real.
You are either real or you're not.
You're right, Mose. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Also, he could, you know, like, sniff out dangers, like gas and shit. Kane Document Robotics. Let's go in here. System is commonly found in remote company facilities. The device offers advantages like microsurgery, transplants, and repairs. Oh god, I just looked at the screen. Repairs to synthetic organs with little to no operator know-how. Body on the table that I can fucking interact with. Surgery procedures are supplied by a steady supply of stasis stored human stock. While several have perished within their sepulcher? I forget. Seems a far preferable demise than the horror on the table. Yeah, that seems bad. Blue medical tarp. Alright. More gore. It's so weird to be playing this and Cassette Beasts at the same time. Jesus. Another QR code. 7154, just in case you couldn't see. Why did that jolt? This is wrong. I hate that. I hate that. They're still working on him. They just pull away. What are they even doing? Wait.
This machine can repair anything if a smart enough bear is running it.
I mean, okay. Probably not going to repair him. Could repair those lungs, though. Document system manufacturer prefix. I think the lungs were biofix. That's like a lot. Biofix. Appendectomy, carotid, cholecystectomy, coronary artery bypass, hemorrhoidectomy. Nice. Hysterectomy, radical mastectomy, modified. Colectomy, partial. Pneumothorax, thorectomy. Lung, that might be it. Prostatectomy, tonsillectomy, appendectomy. And now recycling. Where is our lung? Who has this? Give me that. Can I then put the lung here? In his fucking cavity? I guess I can, huh? Get to it.
I do not like this, Charlie Mac.
Me neither.
Is slimy. This is a dangerous place.
I know, sweetheart. But I need those lungs. If you can repair them, can you try?
I am brave and strong.
Good bear. Give me that hypodermic syringe. That's not going to make us a bomb anytime soon. Stasis pod. His body floats in stasis containment, contorted but cradled by half a dozen umbilical cables, haloed by interior lights. Deaf and blind to the horror in which it now incubates, the form invokes some degree of envy for the peace in which it slumbers. They're just growing bodies so they can use the organs.
Hello, I am Moses.
Volunteer pods. What were they doing here?
Volunteer?
You know the answer to that. If they were here by their own accord, they were paying off debts to Kane. If.
Voluntarily get put into stasis so we can harvest your organs whenever we need them in order to pay off debts. Dephritis M, O negative. Age of intubation 8? Or maybe he's days in stasis 833. This looks a lot more than like an 8-year-old. Shut down. Do I want to shut it down? Oh, maybe it'll save power. Let me look around first. Fucking kill this 8-year-old in order to repair your lungs. Ugh. Mottled skin has the complexion of spoiled milk and has begun to loosen itself from its carcass. Drifting sheets of dermal matter expose foamy pallid flesh as internals begin to soften, approaching the consistency and coloring of apricot jam. Gross. I know exactly what that looks like. Boland P, AB negative. Male, 42 years old. In stasis for 1,300 days. A speaker. The other one had its speaker broken out? Is that what's going on? Or just shot through? Odd. Occupant has grown bloated. Face a crumpled expression of a newborn tasting sourness. Frumpled pale body appears weathered and torn like overly worked wet clay. Clouds of dark fluid hung suspended in the stasis fluid. I get the feeling I have to turn all of these off. Not always a speaker. Okay, got it. Salmon K, O positive, female. 32, 833. You got stasis at the same time the other body got stasis. The 8-year-old who looks adult.
Charlie, Hope's favourite.
Favorite what?
An aquarium?
Hope's favorite animal.
Oh.
It is lovely.
It's decaying.
You are in Aquarium H1.
Thank you. Picked the wrong time to eat dinner. Yeah, I gotta make dinner here in like an hour and a half, and I'm not so hungry. The decaying corpse of a shark, its leaking effluents polluting the tank liquid with thick clumps of cloudy bile. Still many more things we can interact with. Various leaks and drips coalesce and drain through the grating. Hair, chemicals, and other organic matter cling to the flooring, forming thin films webbing over the perforations. What do you got for me, security bay? I see. I know of one employee ID. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you gotta eat and not look at bio-horror at the same time, I totally understand. P.S. I'm about to look at this corpse again. $7154. $7154. Enjoy your dinner, yo. Glad you got food. There's jellyfish in there with the shark. Probably also bioengineered. 7514.
Security system access granted.
Charlie Max.
Mac, look at this.
Looks like a rover. Big one.
Yeah.
That could be our way out of here. Where is this, Moses?
I can show you.
Transmitting target coordinates.
Okay. Yeah, so that's not far. On the seabed. I can make it there.
Seems like a big risk.
Yeah.
Well, that's our reality right now.
You're the one who got us down here, Charlie. This was all a really bad idea. At least it seems like I'm not going to have to remember these coordinates. I fucking hope. I guess I can just come back here as Moses. And look at him. 672 atmospheres. I'm gonna do that now. $672. It's very bad news that like a ton of this shit is cracked. Monster? I can barely see it through the cracks. A gargantuan eel-like monstrosity lies suspended in water, its clouded eyes and statuesque stillness evidence of death long since welcomed. A thick throng of cabling vomits out from the slack maw before snaking towards a port on the far wall, while a dozen wires run the length of its form, punctured into its cranium. Fucking why? A steady flow of solid water leaks from the tanks, staining the grating with moldy grit and giving rise to a wafting stench of rotting eggs and chemical cleaner. That's a huge jellyfish. A fleshy jellyfish oscillates to unseen currents. Slender, slippery limbs twirl and gently dance in the time of the creature's warbling core. This module is a chamber of aquatic defilement where numerous fish have been subjected to torturous and invasive procedures. Sickly light emanates out from the sordid containment tanks, while the odor of damp and dead fish radiates from the floor. What were they even trying to do here? I don't have an answer for that. Either this tank's occupant never arrived, or has already been extracted and butchered. Glimpses of cabling suggest that the lurid blue padding protects fragile electronics and equipment against damp water damage. Let me go check out another PDA before I touch either of these. Tij. The dude who got his throat bitten out. Bascont. On behalf of the Choca board, I congratulate you on your speedy recovery and brand new lungs, liver, upper intestine, lower intestine, stomach, and kidneys. You made a fantastic choice going with our premium Biofix range. Did you know that Biofix has been rated #1 in Japan for 6 years running? We're even using them in the oxygen system in the mule dive suits. Due to the cost of these items, you've been upgraded to Debt Band 1. Be pleased to know that we could take your family's gross income as collateral. I don't think anyone's pleased to know that. Well, okay, no, you could, like, use it as collateral. Not that it can be taken from them. They've been transferred to Titan and given positions of hard labor specialists. That doesn't sound like anything anyone's going to be pleased to know. Once your debt has been paid, they will be free to hand in their notice, should they wish. I was raised at a salmon hatchery on Luna. According to my mother, I've wanted to be a marine biologist since I was 5. I'm not the best swimmer, but I've gotten to know marine life intimately through books and laboratory research. My obsession with bloodthirsty man-eaters spurred me to seek a post at this facility, working with great minds like Dr. Kubilius? Kubilius is an added perk. From Lalia Van Wyck. Tish, do you realize you lost 70% of your blood in the attack? Count your blessings, dude. I hope you take this as a sign to stop your crazy solo outings. What if you get hurt again? What if security finds out? I dragged your ass back to the mule this time, but I can't always be there for you. I know you're worried about your family, dude, but there are other ways to help them. Talk to me. We'll figure it out together. Everybody is just made of debt. It's easy for her to tell me to stop. Her dad's rich. Meanwhile, my family is chipping away at rocks so that you could have functioning organs. From the Mule Supervisory Board. Mr. Base again, the board has seen fit to approve your request for the specimen to be placed into your care in light of your unique connection with the creature. However, we are aware of the unexploded spear gun shaft and request that you proceed with extreme caution. Management wants to know how this species survives at such depths, and you are to report your findings directly to Dr. Atlas Moon. To Kubilius, I apologize if I interrupted you during a sensitive moment yesterday. I just wanted to tell you that I'm a huge fan of your work. A thesis on memory-coded RNA was an inspiration to me. Could you spare a few moments of your own time when you're feeling better? I'd love to show you the research I'm working on. Of course, it's nothing as revolutionary as yours. Still, there's something strange about the fauna down here. Something more than can be accounted for by extreme conditions. Do you ever wonder what the Omega Boys are doing? Well, it's biowarfare, or something like it. I retrieved a sample from the corpse of one of the Omega Lab products before it was cremated. Do you know about the microbe's behavior towards genetic structure? I'm forwarding a copy of my report to the partial genome. And the partial genome with my deepest admiration, Tish. Yeah, I don't know if everybody was trying to make better, cheaper organs. Biowarfare abounds. From Lalia, Tish, I heard you're back at the aquarium. We should talk. I kept Jaws on ice, but it's still alive. I'll keep it that way until I've extracted every ounce of sweet revenge. Ah, you were experimenting on the thing that bit you. To Kubilius, come on, I know you read the message. I know you at least see them. Well, I found it. The microbe is in the shark, pulling apart its genetic structure and molding it back together like putty, just like it did with those Omega corpses. The species shouldn't even exist, but she is neither dead nor alive here. The microbe must be endemic to this region. It appears to form a symbiotic relationship with other organisms in the ecosystem, so everything is a little infected. All of it. Everybody. Mac and Charlie, I'm sorry, you're already dead. There's something else, too. Additional genomic information that PS-139 brings with it. I can't quite understand it yet, but I'm getting close. Been testing the PS-139 extract on the deep sleepers in the adjacent lab. Oh, great. Cool. Cut the microbe with holy dust and a little MDMA. Why? Why? This has got to be angel dust. What? You gave the creepy undersea microbe that splits apart and rebuilds genetic sequences according to however it see fits angel dust and ecstasy. Why? I even pulled them out of stasis for a few minutes to get as much info as possible. Moon's pet, product 6455A3, was particularly violent, so I gave her a little extra juice and a surprise critter cocktail. Like, this all sounds extra horrible, Tidges. Yeah, I'm breaking the law, but I'm all in now. I've ordered 6 more. Hopefully I'll get some adult products this time. People as objects. From now on, I'm using holy dust only. No MDMA. Provides the perfect neural delivery agent. Did you put the microbe in the drug? Is that what this was? It does sound like you mixed them. From the supervisory board. Mr. Base again, I'm writing to you on your behalf, on behalf of the board. Yeah. So you hereby order a halt to any further excursions using Kane corporate equipment or time. While the board appreciates your enthusiasm, it sees little value in your current research. Therefore, it does not deem the risk to Kane property justified. It would also remind you that your family is several months behind on debt repayment. Speaking personally, I'm shocked at your recklessness. Kane has graciously made you a better man, and this smacks of ingratitude. Ingratitude. In parting, I offer some advice. Next time you have a great idea, disregard it. Look at your duty list, get back to work. Damn, dude, so many logs. Not shared hallucinations, memories. Memories from previous PS-139 hosts, all of them connected through a neural mycelium network. Imagine the entertainment value of this shit. I need more test subjects. I see. They weren't dreams. I mean, kind of, but they were memories of previous people infected with PS-139. A fungus. That also rips people apart. A Lester-year-old salt dog, come join for a little holy dust tonight after your shift ends. Keep it on the down low. We're just down here doing experiments and PCP. Keeping up appearances. Future PCP, mind. Keeping up appearances, letting them think I'm crazy. In an insane world, a sane man must appear totally bonkers. I don't know about that, buddy. You're fucking cutting a genetically invasive mold with PCP and ecstasy. Slipped a bit of my magic dust to Corellia while he was recovering in the medbay. He will be my control subject. You're mold-infected holy dust. Dude. After Lester survived my experiment, I decided to try the distilled PS-139 RNA extract on myself. Personal microdosing is proving fruitful. The process induces a waking dream that can only be described as a shared neural network of images, sounds, and emotions. I've managed to limit the duration of the experience to a few seconds, and damn, it was a ride. I swear I touched God. The world melted into a Van Gogh painting, and I joined a metamorphosed reality of a million minds screaming together. Milford lasted an hour. He's not doing so well. Like, permanent bad trip magic mushrooms that also scramble and rewire your DNA. Request for financial compensation for private research. A copy of my results is enclosed as proof of concept. These findings are going to revolutionize the entertainment industry. I know that your hands are firmly up the ass of every drug dealer from Cape to Cairo, and it'd be grand if we could all benefit. To Lake Kublius. Do you think I'm a fool? I know about the tumor, Kublius. I got it out of Milford. The coward told me you're the reason it hasn't been removed. Why would that be? I looked up to you. Maybe I am a fool, but only for that. High priority message from Kubilius, from corporate. Congratulations. Due to the sensitive and unconventional nature of the research and your blatant disregard for procedure, it has been decided that a more experienced project lead is needed to oversee the next phase of trials. We do not recognize private research. You'll turn over all relevant data to Dr. Yamada's team upon their arrival. Dave Gallacher. Hand over my research? I've paid their price in my flesh and blood. Now they need to reciprocate. Starting with you, Gallacher. I'm releasing holy dust and aerosolizing PS-139 into the vents so that everyone can see God. I've called up an old contact to topside. They're sending a courier in a week. Looking forward to sitting on a sunny beach collecting my 20%. That's never gonna happen. You fucking killed everybody here. Tij Basagand fucked over his family and this entire operation. You're all scientists. You must understand that suffering is essential to progress. Not really. I mean, sometimes, but not necessarily. Only recently grasped this, but now I'm free. I think you're free out of your fucking mind. Terminal with images. I'm not even against people doing psychedelics, but like, this guy's nuts. Fuck. I hate it. hate it. Damn, someone did some AI art. Ugh. What? Ugh. Extra gross. Gnarly. All the rest were like hand stuff? I don't... What even is this? The shark jaws, right? Okay. Helmet cam on Tin Man. Mule cam. More like rib cages. But the rest of this... Are they lasering a heart? Cool big jellyfish. Bruh. No messages. What's in the trash? One of the donors in the stasis pods. Tij. And his different PS-139 mixes. I've never seen liquid ecstasy or angel dust. Okay. Photoshopping some neurons around your own profile image. Good job, Tij. Change wallpaper. Hilarious. His own personal PC. This is probably... Oh, it's a shark. Oh. The ogreish man-eater lies vivisected. Its rendered flank, a petri dish of jutting fungal growths, distressed organs, drenched in pus-stained blood. Twitch in time with cabling forced down the creature's throat, trapping it in perpetual nightmarish life. It's alive? Or maybe was?
Hope's favorite. Cold. It no longer breathes.
That harpoon. Be careful, Bear. It's explosive tipped.
Really? Really now? Let's unfreeze it. Frozen coil. I know who needs that. No? Icy surface is strong enough for the cold to burrow into my hands as I hold it. I must roast this like a marshmallow to get it back to temperature. We'll use it right here. Heated coil. Brute force endothermic reaction. Likely broke over a dozen health and safety regulations, but one can't argue with the effects. Can you fix the damaged thing? No. I figured the cold coil would go in here. I guess not. Also, she can just handle this red hot metal barehanded. Welcome back. I haven't seen much, but I got a frozen coil that I then blasted with a thruster to make this, and my character can just kind of hold on to it. Oh, and now that it's heated, maybe... Oh god.
Hope's favorite is
Get that
alive?
cheesy eye graphic.
Good God.
Hope's favorite is alive.
Mouse, get away from that.
Yeah, no, 100% adventure game logic. We're gonna take the explosive tipped harpoon that Mac hopefully knows how to use. Love to go fishing with some of these bad boys. Unfortunately, it looks designed to detonate whatever it impales. Yeah, it looks like it's got a gas canister for a spear. I mean, clearly the spike is on the other side, but very odd. All right, Mac. No? It's not yet a bomb. Can you break it apart?
Spear tip meets explosive harpoon. And we've got something for cutting and blowing stuff up. 2 of my favorite pastimes.
Enter surprise in a conveniently small package. Finally, something I feel a bit more at home with. Combine this with an ignition source and it's party time. So I can't put that there yet. Need to find another ignition source. Can you take out the hot gear? Can't. We're done here. And the shark just remains alive. This is the cheesiest thing so far. Yeah, a fuse would be a much better idea than just like slapping this superheated gear onto it. Absolutely. Don't have anything I need to cut yet. But definitely we need to combine that with something. So I found these logs up here. This guy Tij was doing experiments with a fungus he found down here. Or a fungus he found from a different lab that was clearly doing bioweaponry. And the fungus, like... You think they're trying to make it look retro? Yeah, maybe. I think this is a very small studio. It just... The eye seems, like... out of place with the rest of the art they've got going on. It looked like someone stretching a JPEG, you know? But it gets the effect across. The dude was experimenting with a... Why are they doing it under the water? I think it's native to under the water, to like this region.
A restricted area.
And so everything around here is just kind of slightly infected to begin with, because it naturally breaks apart and rebuilds genomic structures. And then they were experimenting with it on that. I don't know if that's like why multiple underwater stations were built. Nothing to interact with. Either way, the dude who was doing it, this Tij guy, was not really doing it at the request of the company. He was not doing it at the request of either of the other scientists who were in this place. He was kind of doing it on his own to prove himself to one of the scientists. But he was also mixing it with PCP and ecstasy when giving it to these people who are, like, organ donors in Stasis. So he was crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. Room's atmosphere is still and frigid. The equipment management terminals are smeared with a dark, sticky, congealed substance. Inside the stasis pods, a row of corpses hangs like grotesque puppets. I can't tell what, though. I guess they're just people, and I'm way zoomed out. Sounds like a fun time. It sounds pretty wild. He mentioned... Like, he definitely made it sound like it was a mix of mushrooms, PCP, and ecstasy. What his mix. He mentioned that the fungus wasn't giving people weird dreams. It was relaying memories of previous hosts of the fungus. And when he tried a like microdose on himself, it was just like... He loved it, but he's clearly a druggie. And it was just like a chorus of countless screaming minds. Which, you know, sounds like an enforced bad trip. But also on PCP and ecstasy, so maybe he really enjoyed himself. Inside the Stasis pods, a row of corpses hang like grotesque pup. Is that the same for all of them? Tangled in the pipes and wires that once provided life, now no more than a lifeless troop of dry husks. Created paneling would allow for fluids to drain as new bodies are hauled from the pods, likely drenched in stasis fluids, sloughing off like mucus. Instead, an acidic odor of a chemical adhesive clings to the grating. This seems like a thing I should be able to interact with. Door is sealed. Chair's oddly familiar, well-worn leather surface is cracked, showing its age. We also have no idea how old this stuff is. Like, we're finding logs, but it could be months or even years since anyone's been here. Which might be why the mold has been able to, like, grow throughout. Someone else was also talking about him, like, forcibly distributing mold spores. The only sound in the room is the hiss of static from the monitors. Their flickering light illuminates the leather chair, the cracks in its surface evident even beneath the shred of dust that covers it. Why is this so zoomed out? Okay. Well, I think, let's see. First off, makes a fun dull noise when I knock on it. That's a bad idea, Moses. What will happen if I hit it with a brick? Bad things. Keep pricking yourself. What does everybody think about my inventory right now? Simple hypodermic syringe. Small container suggests that it was designed to take analysis samples rather than general medical practice. Must be very zoomed in. It doesn't look like a small needle. Or small container, not small needle. What kind of sea life lives here that they feel the need to blow it up via harpooned delivery? The tip appears to have survived intact. Good cutting or piercing implement in emergencies, though I prefer not to use it barehanded. Yeah, you should definitely attach that to something. Rattling brings back recollections of spent stim packs cluttering my childhood home's floor. Pretty bad memories. Wow. Everybody's got junky parents. Or families. In this universe, I mean. Everybody got bad childhoods. This hole is not a thing I can interact with.
These are in pain.
I mean... Is that enough? What did you change? Why did you change back to default? The operation's still doing the lung thing? Okay, it still says lung repair. I mean, let's...
Oh, this is awful.
May their minds find the nexus.
I don't know what that means. And I don't know that they're actually in misery at all. But this is a pretty spot for them to be stasised. I don't think anyone's coming here anymore.
These suffer. It is painful.
I fucking hope not. Hey, the lights came back on. What are you flashing about, PDA? Got enough power now? Operation requires spinal fluid. That goes right here. Oh, no. Gimme. Spinal fluid. No? But I can interact with this. Oh, a coolant pack. Yeah, I only need to find a spine. How hard could it be? There are bodies everywhere. Well, that gave me a thing that I wasn't quite expecting. I was expecting to jab the hypodermic needle in between, or like through the crack in that thing, but it wasn't fucking crack. It was a coolant pack.
Gel replacement accepted. Gel operating within established parameters.
Nice. Now we just need to finish repairing the lungs. But I don't have a corpse to... Oh, I could try the other corpse with a still beating heart. The wall is adorned with half dozen suspended maps, each depicting major coastlines around the world. Curiously, half the maps seem to detail ancient land masses of eons past. Like the Mayans were onto something, or whatever. Let's go back. Can I can't interact with this anymore. No, okay. We've interacted with everything. Let's go back to the crazy bungle guy. I don't think there are too many other bodies. Can I... Ugh. Hey, look, a spine! Give me that. Hypodermic syringe. It's full. Wow. Extra gross. Very well animated. The door doesn't actually shut. Okay. Come here. Proceed. Fix those lungs. Flap. Good as new. Only slightly stained. Gimme. Now the suit works, and I know of like a submersible that I can go out to. But I don't know of much else right now. Operating within established parameters. Okay. The guy on the table? He doesn't come alive, but his head does move, like, sporadically. I don't know what the hell this connection is, but definitely something's going on here. I know, like, when I looked over at this shark, there were notes about, like, Tij going out and getting attacked and being lucky that he only lost some of his blood. And he was getting revenge on the shark by keeping it alive. That's what all the wires going into it are. And why the eye on this thing is still freaking out. Which initially I kind of assumed was whatever's over here. Because it also has a bunch of wires and shit going into it. But yeah, I don't know if the mold stuff keeps people alive. Like, I don't know if the dude with all the moldy flowers and leaves blooming out of him should be considered alive or not. just want to check. Oops, not you. Before I get in that suit. I can't recombine these, right? In like a different fashion. Okay.
Old thruster was useless on the dive suit, but works just fine as an explosive timer.
There we go.
Want not, Charlie.
Before I get in that suit and wander about, let's find out what's going on in this escaped capsule. Small explosive device is primed and ready to blow. I can only imagine the damage it could do. But before I do either of those options, I'm gonna save. Because this could easily be death.
Guys, heads up. I'm about to blow this lock.
Loud noises.
Oh, yeah.
Loud noises indeed. Oh, Jesus.
What the hell was that?
I didn't see. What happened?
Something crawled out of there
It's
real
like some
quick.
Giant fucking insect.
Language, Mac.
I was clicking away because I thought about, like, the timer.
Ran right by me.
Would you prefer it stuck around?
Probably not, although Mac does have the mechanical arm. Mac, you keep this just in case. Ooh, another PDA. What?
Kane's rain.
You said they were alive.
Well, I thought they were.
Did that thing burst out of her?
Probably.
Or feeding on her. Or...
But we heard something murmuring.
Someone actually there?
It's a recording.
They were using this body suit radio. That's what I heard.
Someone there? Or more dreams? In the haze.
Who is this? Are you part of the research team? Are you Kane?
Black. Dark.
Okay, chill, buddy.
Can't see. Can't move. Explosions.
Are you hurt? Are you okay?
The answer to that second one is no.
The pain.
He's rambling. We should try and find him.
Find him? What for? You remember the guy upstairs? All these other bodies? Who says he isn't the one running around doing it?
Right?
And if he isn't, he could help us.
Charlie,
Maybe he knows a way out of here.
why is the dynamic that Charlie constantly gets us into shit?
I am here. And nowhere.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be much help.
Like, Mac is dumb and sensible. And Charlie is smart and crafty and also really fucking stupid. So far. I mean, if there's a person that needs help, then yeah, absolutely, you should try and help them, but like, we should probably be focused on getting the absolute hell out of here. Who were you? Atlas Moon. You've been talked about. Game reminds you of Soma. I've never played Soma. I've seen people play Soma. Wait. Yeah, I've seen people play Soma. Like the more recent one with the... You slowly find out you're in a robot. And it has to do with, like, uploading consciousness and firing them off of the planet. Or is that... yeah, that's it? Okay. There's another one. Because those people originally made... What's it fucking called? Soma and Penumbra, and there's another one that were really good, like, extra cheap, small team survival games. And then they made Soma. Like, I think they made 2 games named Soma, basically. And the more recent one is pretty cool. No, I've seen people play through that. It looks pretty good. It's been 5 years already. I've been down here for so long that I've forgotten how the sun feels on my skin. Ocular implants are malfunctioning again. Really must stop procrastinating and get them checked out. Corporate offered to do a complete ocular transplant, but I refused, because, you know, debt. Being blind from birth has its benefits. My visual memory isn't clouded by manipulation and interpretation. This is not a disability, but a blessing in the land of the deceived. Dr. Corbelius, who the other dude was obsessed with, has further tuned my bionics to interface with the deep sleepers, so I can keep them under observation 24/7. An unseen bonus is that once I'm connected to their limbic systems, I can access their emotions. I find catharsis in reliving their lives and seeing the world as they did when they walked free among the flock. All this memory transfer shit seems like a bad idea. I've loved before, many years ago. She always saw the best in me, my Diana. Was that your memory or not? I kept telling myself not to obsess over the products. Probably talking about the people in the stasis pods. But I just can't help it. I'm particularly fond of the De Freitas family. Corporate acquired them 2 years ago, and they were shuffled around a lot before coming here. One moment on a trip to Mars, another Shanghai to the bottom of the ocean. My favorite is product 6455A3. She has magnificent emotions, so passionate and raw. Her dreams are fascinating. Is that the one that was 8 years old? Appreciating her emotional range doesn't make me less culpable for her desecration, but it does make the work more enjoyable. Fuck everyone here! Pleased to report that the isolation in cell cultures using immunofluorescence-based analytical procedures and nucleic acid determination molecular approaches has proven successful in detecting and identifying a PS139 strain in the historical samples. This is the mold the other dude was fucking around with. The fungus. It was mule poker night, and I won big again. Perhaps they sense in my loneliness? I really hope they're not letting me win. From Drismian Hairfest, someone we've never heard from or heard about before. Dr. Moon, my report is attached for your perusal. Stasis pods of the 3 products I requested for study have just arrived. I'll begin my observations post-haste. I'm racked with guilt. Who knows where these products were headed when they were procured? Now they linger here in eternal sleep, poked and prodded in the name of scientific progress and profit. Their autonomy was disregarded and their rights and their bodies were violated. You were just talking about enjoying reliving their memories. The other employees in this lab are under the illusion these people volunteered. Their ignorance is appalling, or they may know the truth and choose not to dwell on it. In the old days, we would have done the PS139 research. Okay, so everybody was researching this mold shit. But since the resurrection of the Father, who can stop us? Who would dare to question the company, and by extension the church? Oh god, the church is a company, the company is a church! That's why there is a fucking occult expert here. I overthink everything. Enough, Moon. Your guilt changes nothing. You should have just killed your superiors. That would have been the morally correct choice. I knew she was special when I first connected with product Lucid's Dreams. I'm going to name her Diana. You fell in love. Wait, no, you're naming her after a previous love. The deep sleepers are kept in stasis, so they remain fresh and compliant. We seldom wake them unless an experiment or treatment requires it. Products are never allowed to leave, but maybe, just maybe, I have enough clout with corporate to change this policy? Not a fucking chance. I'm sure PS139 is an ancient organism that remained dormant for a long time owing to the cold temperatures and water pressure. Now, in the warmth of the Mule Lab, we're resurrecting it. Hairfist and his team are proceeding with human testing after the Omega Base incident. Even having observed PS139's necrotic effects, the company sees dollar signs while I see a dearth of humanity. But what can I do? Isn't dearth... Wait, I thought dearth was like an overabundance. Is dearth like a severe lack? Made up my mind. Whatever response I get from Choka, setting these people free, it's a severe lack? Okay. Noticed a mule senior staff. Need to know only. Report to your personal EV for immediate evacuation. Base lockdown in progress. Black Ops team en route. And this is the point where the fucking kill squads came in. Quarantine has been unexpectedly painful, but it provides the perfect cover to set Diana free. My personal EV is primed and ready for us. We'll be out of here in 5 minutes. Then we can start our new life together. I think Diana the second birthed the gross insect thing that came out. The EV jammed. Something is wrong with Diana. She has something growing inside of her. Oh, Kane. They say Kane like, oh god. Scarcity that makes deer specifically. Famine, inadequate supply, lack. Okay. Dearth of evidence. Wow, I don't know why I got that confused. It's not a word I see very often. That's probably part of it. All that came out of there... Damn, I wonder if you could just not open this and then the insect thing doesn't get out. You know what? You empty acetylene torch. Even if we don't find any juice for this, it still makes for an excellent eye gouging device. Yeah, but you have the spear tip. Let's swing that shit around first. It's kind of just a big handle. Can you put the two together? I swear, sometimes Charlie's ability is just duct tape. No, okay. You keep the torch. Give back the thing. The suit is ready to go. Everything repaired. Atmosphere is correct. Time to dive.
Systems check. Alert. Apparatus is operating within established parameters. Ready for deployment.
Here we go then. We get a cutscene?
Okay. Here goes something.
Been a second since we've seen a cutscene. The Tin Man.
Preparing to dive.
Great, we're going even deeper. Coming down here was a gigantic mistake. I think diving might also be a gigantic mistake. Okay, that's kind of cool, though. That's a little cool. Except we're very slow. Neat, I assume we're right here. These are all our different domes. Damn. There's no way we're going to be able to go everywhere. Cool, though. Aperture above ignobly lowers divers into the ocean bed as if spitting foul food. A panel by the support calls down a lift, allowing one to re-enter, but the control mechanism appears to have been melted. There's no return to the mule on this route. Smart.
Oh my god.
Are you outside?
Yeah?
Yes, it's... Mac... It's incredible.
I don't think now's the time to be...
It's the bottom of the ocean.
I don't think now's the time to be awestruck.
Fascinated by it, but remember where you are.
What the fuck is that?
A place no human was ever meant to survive. Be careful.
Thank you, Mac.
So beautiful.
You can't see shit. This is not kosher. Like a mechanical face hugger or head crab. A glance downward reveals the seafloor to writhe with life. A swarm of tiny crabs scatters and reconverge in the wake of your steps, while the thin, nail-sized jellyfish dance with floating detritus. There's plastic all the way down here! The line of spotlights delineating the path casts spears of light into the darkness, barely making meteor showers of dust and debris pass through. How dare I insult the holy mechanical facehugger? That's probably the exact description used by this company. The slabs provide a flat walking surface, a luxury in this gnarled landscape of shifting mud. What's over here? Oh. Oh, damn. We got fucking space. I'm gonna go back. Large overhead floodlight shines a glaring light upon the canyon, making a snowstorm of passing particulates caught within the radiance. I barely see any light. A series of point lights have been put into place to provide a breadcrumb trail of beacons. But gathering sand and rock has buried most and snuffed out their light. I see. More floodlights. A way up. The lower part of a mule dock provides egress to deep-sea divers. To the side, a conglomeration of tiny sea life feasts on cadaverous remains. I don't even see cadaverous remains, but we've seen enough of that today, so that's probably for the best. Something I can interact with? Oh, no. It's like the icon I could look at. I see.
This looks like the exterior of your escape pod room. And I found a terminal.
Would it get you in here?
No, but it might get you out. If I can equalize the pressure in there.
It's open.
Okay. I'd prefer not to have my brain blow out of my ear canals, though.
Noted. Hold on. It's behind a cage.
Cool little jellyfish. Oxyacetylene cartridge. I think we know what to do with those. Good thing you can, like, tinker with and combine shit, even in that suit.
Loading these acetylene cartridges. Have to listen for the click.
You can hear that? Let's use it on the thing. Cool. The hand goes down with it. Very cool. Is that like a key card? I think... Escape button? There we go. I think... if I just press the fucking OK button right here, Mac is dead. So let's find out.
Cycling pressure injectors.
Mac? You're now a free man. Tell me I'm amazing.
You're amazing.
You didn't have to say that.
But yeah, I do need a key card. Okay. And there's nothing over here. Is this just wall? Yeah. Man, the atmosphere in this game is kind of great. Why does the green disappear so instantly? Oh well. Lights, let's go this way. What am I looking at? We went from here to here. Okay. Can I go down at all? Not so much. Lots of seaweed, I get it. Dense forest of seaweed, I've been flowing in
So
fickle
much
currents.
life down here. At this depth.
A thick mane of...
Jellyfish. Hope's second favorite.
She
Thank you,
loved
Moses.
how they bounced.
A thick
My
mane of
Charlie,
agrestal fur.
my hope.
Weedy strands caress and wrap around the diving suit. Long leaves stick to and slide over the visor, while soft clumps worsen an already treacherous terrain. Yeah. Emptiness. The infinite void that engulfs what little illuminated seafloor you see feels otherworldly, an oppressive horror gnawing at your peripheral vision. Muck. The cliff edge. Dude, I'm yet again reminded of, like, the coolest, scariest thing I've ever seen. I went out scuba diving once with family. And when we were, like, looking at some pretty coral, seeing some cool fish, some eels, some squid, some cephalopods, and then the dude who was, like, leading the scuba dive trip was, like, waving at us to come over to the crest of another hill. We get up to it, and then the ground just drops into infinite blue. Like looking down from the top of a mountain where you couldn't even see the ground below. It was really cool and really scary. Little external infrastructure survived the unyielding onslaught of the ocean deep, leaving you to wander a seafloor wasteland. The vastness of the surrounding black ocean imposes a sense of insignificance and utter isolation. A solitary pinprick within the boundless shadow. Hex pathway. Wait, did I interact with... Yeah. You know, I think I would much rather be in, like, shark area than facehugger area. Head crab area. Solitary mule module watches over this area, the far outskirts of the mule facility, likely an operational center for the nearby deep-sea rover. Little crustaceans feeding off the muck. More canyon edge. The lip of the canyon, lit by nearby fog lights, contrasts so entirely with the dark beyond that it feels an edge to reality itself. Anything and everything past that boundary, an alien otherness. Wherever you are in the ocean, there's always someplace deeper? Yeah, precisely. I mean, I didn't even feel that deep down. I was literally... I think it was like 80 feet, 100 feet, or something like that. It was deep enough to, like, have to slow our descent and ascent in order for, like, pressure to not screw with us. But the water was so incredibly clear that we could still see the boat. Everything was lit up by the sun. Exotic fish, each a horrific variety of deep-sea shapes, snakes through the hair-like seaweed, like nightmarish mites. What's this? Crane control terminal.
Damn it. Terminal's locked. I can't access it.
Looks like it's on the fritz to me. Can't even make out anything except like a blur, some letters, and a fish jaw. What area are we in now? Wait. I went from here to here to here? Hey! We have found the sub. Heavy-duty sea cables weave between the crane and a pair of underwater generators.
Mac! Mac, are you there? Look!
Whoa.
You found the rover. Good girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Fido. It looks intact, too.
How are you going to get to it, though?
Good question.
Don't try jumping.
Stand by.
Ocean depths beyond house radiating darkness so complete, so primally terminal, that it projects an unfathomable malign intelligence that renders even the tiniest mote of light wholly unwelcome and utterly rejected. How are we going to get to the rover? Please don't try to walk to it.
You can't jump that. Or swim it.
Yeah.
I know, but I might be able to get it closer.
Well, Crane should have operational terminals nearby.
How do I... Is the suit just telling me to unlock the local terminal? Nice, cool, good.
I can use the crane controls now. I think.
Maybe. We had to get way too close to the mule. Not the mule. The Fido. Very pretty jellyfish. Can't lie.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh.
Inside this thing.
That's what the scrubbers look like?
Biotech. Little device, works in swarms, usually for cleaning spacecraft. They altered it for deep sea work. It melted the motherboard. If I could remove it, maybe I could fix the electronics.
I doubt that.
Guessing you can't just grab it.
It would short out my whole suit.
What if I... Oh, whoops. Really? I mean, this seems like a bad idea. Maybe we can find like an insulated handle. And then somehow quantumly teleport the spear handle thing over to Charlie, even though that would be like inside her suit, right? Is this the thing that... Is this the thing that Charlie was mucking with? Machinery sits lifeless. I can't go back up. So I hope so. Burn marks announce a handful of bullet punctures. Ocean floor sediment has accompanied the escape pod overflow seawater, begriming it. I don't think I've ever seen the word begriming. Clutches of ocean floor plant life quiver and sway outside the viewing portal as if beckoning spectators to join them within the freezing void or mocking their current misery and entrapment. Is that a note or just like broken glass? Infinite deep inky blackness swirls beyond the glass portal. All reality seemed to end beyond the sand and seaweed situated closest to the portal rim. The authors here are doing a real good job of saying, like, shit's unfathomably dark over and over and over again with different language. Break glass in case of emergency. Why does that only show up when I pixel hunt? He gets a reflection. Yeah, maybe. Body lies face down, half submerged in water, blighted by crimson ichor expelled by the twin cadavers. Both victims bear 2 bullet wounds. Evidence of efficient slaughter. They were executed. Sharp cold water perpetually gnaws and bites at the hydrous surface. Panels continue to hum quietly, undeterred by and uncaring for the state of the facility, and they power and operate. What's up with this corpse?
Kane.
Who are you?
More bodies.
Are you still surprised?
But these were executed. They were shot in the back of the head.
Gunshots. I heard gunshots. Many gunshots.
Great.
Days ago. Weeks ago. Eons ago. My head.
We're gonna find the source of that voice, and they're gonna be barely human anymore. Stop that. Why would you do that? Right now. Give me that shit.
What is my life right now?
You should sterilize your hands, Mac.
I really should.
Why? Why? Or just a robot? It definitely could be a cyborg. Like a bishop type. 100%. Those aren't even gold capped anymore. And like, why would I do that? Except I'm playing a survival game and clearly I could. This brings back some memories I'd hoped were behind me. Not stuff I'm proud of, nor something I'm eager to discuss. You've taken out gold oh, maybe the guy on the radio? Yeah, that's a good guess. Who's to say the mold... I mean, it looks like it's lancing out just like wires, and the game has been pointing that out before. Who's to say it couldn't start interfacing with all the electronics? Generally creepy holding a dead person's teeth in my hands. I'm not sure why Mac extracted these. I'd rather not know. Yeah, I'm not either. We'll find out. Fuck off. Moses being just like a lot of childlike interactions with the environment is one of the most jarring things, but it doesn't feel tonally dissonant. Like the character is built in that way. And it makes sense and feels right. Fit the whole thing in my mouth. It's prickly. Well, I don't think there's anything else to do around here. Maybe. Okay. Know where I can use that key card. And I've got a real dumb idea. Hey, these teeth are dirty. Oh god, I just killed Charlie. Yeah, I just killed Charlie. I meant to... Wow, okay. Thanks, Blood Fountain. I meant to throw the dirty teeth at the thing so it could be like, go clean it. But, I mean, I said I had a dumb idea. Alright, let's go back to the outside of the pod. Why do these jellyfish all look dead now? None of them are pulsing. Like, the rest of them were floating around. But those all looked dead. Eh? Eject hydro transformer. Turn off mule lights. Hydro transformer. Maintenance overdue. Mac, how are things on your end? I mean, I could use that keycard here, too. Right? P. Hendry, age 49. Job scrubber maintenance. Gross. Insufficient security level. I mean...
Attention. The Kane Medical Division is not responsible for injuries or cardiac events resulting from the premature removal of this device.
Fuck off.
Oh, that's shocking.
She says, of a defibrillator.
What? Nothing? Come on.
Charlie? Yeah, exactly. I think the fountain of blood is just kind of the you died screen. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I have an idea. I've worked with these before. They utilize the ocean's current to generate current. However, the voltage is rather low. Maybe we can pump it up with a suitable addition. You mean like this defibrillator?
Defibrillator
Boom.
needs an extra jolt of power. The hydro generator ought to do it.
A little surprised this didn't explode when we Frankensteined the power couplings together. This is going to deliver one hell of a shock. But why? To what? To the scrubber? It looks like naturally electric. Let's go explode Charlie again. That was death number 3? I remember mixing the fuel wrong and dying because of it. What was my other death? Touching the scrubber, or I should have, sure. I guess I don't really need to save. Like, this thing looks like it has way too much electricity. Only suitable for 1 or 2 uses. Cut the thing. No. Defibrillate the thing. There it goes.
Oh, that did it.
Did it just fucking atomize?
Handy also. Not for eating, Moses.
Okay. Unconscious scrubber. Not dead. 1 limp electro shrimp. Looks like Kane was using these to clean the station's exterior with a ventral mounted electrical scrubber. I would use fucking lightning underwater to clean off the exterior.
I think this is a dead end, guys.
Yeah, that
Even
thing's...
if we put in a new motherboard, the circuits are just too fried. I can't work the crane from here.
Work the problem. We'll figure it out. That boat's our way out of here.
Why does this exist? Walmart has frozen sausage rolls that are like cinnamon rolls, but with sausage in place of cinnamon? Yeah. That sounds just as unsettling as most of the shit I'm dealing with in this game. That's weird. I'm playing an underwater biomechanical horror point-and-click adventure, and that's really weird. I don't know. Makes sense I can't mix those two. This thing is extra busted. Was the board melted by the termination of the scrubber or by the scrubber itself? I'll never know. Sister Schubert's sausage pinwheels? No! I don't want to hear sausage pinwheels. That's... Dude. Why? I would feel more comfortable... Like, I bet you it's fine. I bet you it's good and fine. But also... That's just weird. I mean, maybe the comparison to, like, frozen cinnamon rolls is what's doing it. But that's just fucking odd. Oh, no! Man, I, like, some cheese is okay. But I'm not a fan of, like, cheese-infused meat things. Doesn't really matter what type of meat it is. And it's probably like American cheese. cheddar can be okay, but even in something like that, especially this is like a thing from Walmart, I don't trust that. I don't trust that one bit. Our little gremlins, I used to put bullets into things this ugly. Now they're the local janitor staff. Predominantly thermoplastic is burnt and it smells. In addition, it's clearly not designed to withstand elevated electric shock. Moses, what do you think? Now I don't actually know where to go. Too scared to touch it? Why is it still moving? What? He looks at the melted motherboard and says, when I grow up, I'm going to touch knives. That's different. Okay, so busted motherboard, unconscious scrubber. And nowhere else to go. God, those cheesy sausage links sound extra gross. Yeah, I don't think I have anything left to interact with down here. The only way to reach this rover is by performing a precise jump? I don't think so, buddy. You were looking for rolls made for sausage, not sausage rolls. Fair enough. Oh, the horrors of just, like, vague search terms. Let's see. Nothing else I can do here.
Gotta reprogram this key card with the right access code. I hate all this computer shit.
Ooh, employee ID 8878. That's important. Moses, you take this shit. What was I looking at? Now let me input employee IDs. 8878. Thank you. I think it was this, but I don't have anything to do here. I think you've got access to 2 terminals. No. This is just Tish's AI horror porn folder. I want to say there was like another computer. And he can't just interact with it himself. I don't have any other bio shit to interact with. Why can I still interact with these? Can't revive them or let them out. You all have 3 different centerpieces. Do you have a card reader? No. It's just different for some reason. Did something open up over here? No. Can't interact with the screens or the... Can I go this way? It's not highlighting something? No. Let me go back. Don't have any other organs to operate on. There's environmental controls. Local vents have been unlocked. Wait a minute. And this guy was maintenance. Ooh. 1 or 2 uses? Hell yeah. There's our second use. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Moses? Well, I hope I'm done there. What the fuck am I looking at?
You are in VAT Central Processing, a restricted area.
That's fine. Bioluminescent growth. A few sprawling growths emit a ghostly bioluminescent glow as if imitating or competing with the flashing panel lights that blanket the walls. Yeah, ocean... Hello! Engorged brain and heart? A gargantuan brain undulates softly as rivulets of blood trickle down through its cerebral folds. The rhythmic motion occasionally tugs at the cluster of cables thrust haphazardly into the organic structure as if weakly attempting to free itself. I don't think brains beat like hearts, right? Modern adventure games wouldn't softlock you? Yeah, I don't think they would either. I think you're totally right. My only worry is this is a small team. But this game seems pretty tight so far. Like they... Yeah, it feels well made. Absolutely. Okay. Different node diagrams and related symbols. This one does internet access. This one cancels Wi-Fi. This one electrifies Amogus. I swear this is a real symbol. Like a circuitry thing. I don't think that fits. Wow! That didn't look like it would fit. Fire inside has died. It's a link symbol? Oh yeah, it looks like a chain link. Absolutely. Give me that. Fair enough. What does the engorged brain look like? That's just the most 60s, 70s sci-fi shit. There's nothing to interact with. The brain is beating, the heart is not. But if I go back, it's definitely still beating. Weird. Stab that shit. I guess not. It's very much not a normal brain. Fair enough. Like it's not as... It looks like it has more folds here. You know? Hack that shit, Moses. Nice. Kubilius. Nice, nice. Maybe that's on the voice on the radio? I think that's a pretty good guess. Security and privileges. Elevate access by employee ID? Yes. 8878. Escalated to 9. I can still elevate them. What was the previous one? I think it was 7514. 7154. 7145. No matches found. That's a cool no matches found screen. Okay. I really, really, really don't know if I should have escalated that second ID. A dead brain. Immense, gangrenous necrotic mass. Rivers of hairy mold push out from between its fetid wrinkles. The mottled complexion appears on the verge of self-collapse. At the same time, a blanket of mycelium has sprung from the acrid fluids pooling around the base. I heard, like, robot sounds. Right?
Brains.
What?
No, he's right. It's a Kane brain vat. Biocomputers. The base's primary servers.
Uh-huh.
They did not hum.
They're offline. No wonder we couldn't connect back.
That one's super
that
dead.
One looks more than offline.
Right?
It looks dead.
It's the same plant-like growth we saw in the ducts. Does that mean it's a contaminant?
Contaminant.
Obviously.
Profit. Or reckoning.
O2 at suboptimal level. O1 not connected. Mule connection to DS15 not available. Can I poke it? Auto dock endoscope. Okay. I think I'm gonna rename this episode, this stream, to Can We Look Inside My Bum With This? Auto dock endoscope. Thank you, Moses. Looks like surgery equipment, specifically for intra-body magnification and microsurgery. Can we look inside my bum with this? Things I was not expecting to read in this game. I've seen some military gear with similar scopes. Seems more oriented towards science rather than long-range death applications, though. Yeah, Mac was definitely a soldier somewhere previously. Hey, can you break this thing apart? Okay, fair. Can you break this thing apart? Damn. I kind of wanted that to happen. I'm just trying to break shit with Mac because it's the easiest. Hey! Crushed board. There's never one for subtlety. Small act of violence is a good stress relief. Just because we can. Why? No clue. Clutter of thermoplastic junk. My gut says we just might find a use for it. Maybe Moses can eat it. Looks like green chips. Can I eat one to try? He had the same thought. Fungal growth has overwhelmed the hatch door, burying it under an unassailable thick blanket of warbling, mossy shapes. Well, we have upgraded the security level of our security card. We've got 2 places to use that shit.
This one is wrong.
A tumor. Like ourselves.
He's right. It is a tumor. It's stopping the node from functioning.
So the bear's gonna have to remove it.
Which one of these is 01 and 02? This one's 02. This one's fucking dead. Foreign DNA detected, though. Hey, why can't I interact with that anymore? Oh, resuscitate and enable data port. Remove foreign material from VATO2 cortex. But how, though? It's not a tumor. It's, I mean... That wasn't there before. Was that there before? Was that there before? Can I use the endoscope? Oh.
Okay, Mose. You can do this.
That's weird.
I'm a very smart bear now.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Select latching for further examination.
Gross. Intracranial foreign body latching scan. I don't even know. Here. Let's go. Let's explore with Mac just a little bit first.
Got it. Doors open.
It's a very pretty water splash.
I'm inside. I don't know, it looks like a tunnel. An umbilical even. There's
What?
Plastic curtains?
Suitcases, bags. People were leaving.
Yeah, shoes,
They look
clothing.
ransacked.
Told to gather there. To be ready to leave.
These people didn't go anywhere.
I mean,
Neither did I.
they went somewhere. Their bodies aren't here. A small number of cases lie disemboweled, in trails of clothing strewn across the floor. Several pairs of shoes lie scattered and discarded, forced to part from their owners. What about this one? You know, you mentioned tumors. Someone was talking about... Well, that's not us. It's not anybody. Not anymore, at least. Someone was talking about the guy, Tish, who was messing with the mold and DNA. Was talking about one of the other doctors playing around with, like, one of his buddies had a tumor removed, but the other doctor didn't remove it. Damn, that's a fucking firing squad. Several corpses lie shredded against an impromptu shooting line, an execution so unrestrained and indulgent that the remains appear partially dissolved. Chunks of minced gore lie strewn in a lake of dried blood. That's like... Did they shoot them with explosive bullets? That's like a lot of blood. The splatter adorning the bullet-pervaded wall bear a... The splatter adorning the bullet-pervaded wall bear a macabre piece of abstract expressionism. Yeah, it's not the first thing I would think of.
Executed, like the others.
That's a lot of blood.
Made examples. Made witnesses.
But not converted.
My head.
Not infected with the mold.
My head.
Okay, so that's stuff we've seen before. Exterior lighting has afflicted the passage of glazed glass with a jaundiced glow, appearing akin to a writhing intestinal tract. It's a fun observation. Cool, thanks. Passageway contorts away from the mule facility, winding and plunging out into the Stygian darkness. But Mac does not have a suit. He just has a cool robot arm. Seabed beyond is engulfed in a thick seaweed forest, ebbing and flowing within the turbulent currents as their reeds disappear into the darkness. They bring to mind stories of cursed woods that lull the unwary towards their demise. Winding passageway meanders past the open seabed and veers over an inclining landscape of jutting rock.
Hey, crazy voice. Where does this go?
It connects the mule to the dig site.
Uh-huh.
Dig site?
Of course there's a dig site.
What we were here for. The mistakes we made.
What mistakes? What happened here? You were part of it. What was this place?
Choices. Consequences. My head.
That thing has... Whoa. Those tentacles? That was cool. This gangway worms along an ocean wall towards an immense doomed structure ahead, jutting out of the geography akin to a colossal boil. Lights. Of course there's a fucking dig site.
Look at this.
Christ. It's huge.
It is pretty.
Not the word I'd use.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Industrial
You are in the
dig.
blister. You are where it all begins.
This guy's really starting to affect my tranquility.
For real. What?
You are in the blister, a restricted area.
Fucking try to restrict me. The bric-a-brac seafloor terminates at the dome's edge. The chaotic stonework within, carved and excavated to excise the difficult terrain. A series of valves and pipes pump and regulate ocean water. Drawn out metallic whales quietly emanate from the protesting metal.
Remote access terminal.
Hello.
What's that?
Military hardware. Allows critical systems to be controlled remotely.
You can control anything on the base with it?
As long as it has the right transmission equipment, yes.
So we need to find a pair of things. Like, yeah. I need to find a new motherboard to put out in the control systems outside, and one to put in here. Right. Okay. I was like, maybe I can control a swarm with this thing, but no. Interior has been carved up into concentric circles, keeping damp and loose earth at bay while providing flat walkways for easy movement and transport. I don't know, this seems like a bad idea. A dig site at the bottom of the ocean. Hello! What the fuck? Sculpture? Somehow I don't think this was brought down here. Colossal humanoid sculpture broods behind the steel scaffolding to contemplate its current imprisonment. The marbled titan's proportions are unsettling, a leering wrongness captured in stone. Also found, like, skeletons above that weren't human.
Greetings, child of Cain. Have we met before?
You're the occult dude. Piles of wet mud coalesce can deposit mounds. Attempts to gather and remove it hindered by a perpetual history of passing traffic. Child of Cain. Fucking... Of course, the company is named Cain, right? But biblical Cain, obvious. Child of Cain and not of Abel. Mac is a military guy, or at least probably was. Saw a murder, probably did some murder. Imposing circular disc pried from the nearby entrance has been deposited to the side. Its purpose overcome, akin to a safe door left ajar during a robbery. We're in a 3D printer. Jade. A hewn wall of jade, intricately carved and detailed, stands in morose opposition to the sheer impossibility of such a structure being able to exist, let alone be constructed within the abyssal nether of the ocean. 3D printer? Check it. Is that the only one that's printable? Oh no. Three, 9. Oh, no. How do we know which one? Let me see if we can tell. Yes. Nice. Let's just replicate that. That. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. But that's just one. Right? Can I get 2 out of this? Or maybe... Oh, damn. Where did it stop? Why are you... Yeah.
Incorrect raw material for chosen schematic. No correct material.
What? Oh, I need copper and gold. What if I do, like, something different? Copper, gold, and carbon. What if I waste my materials? But just like we were talking about earlier, probably not going to soft lock me. This looks like what I need. So we need copper and gold. How about these teeth? Boom! Both of them. I was only expecting gold. Here. Disassemble that. It's gross. I don't want it anymore. Okay, fine. Nice. So...
I am here to remind you that your time in this world is limited. I am statistically assured that you will not die today, but perhaps tomorrow.
What fucking... What kind of fucking priest are you? Okay, I mean, corporate priest. We know that much. Sealed doorway. Looks like a sphincter. Embossed lines, snake patterns along the stone walls. At times converging to form arcane glyphs depicting unknown imagery and language. The recognizable man-made mechanisms sealing the entrance feel paradoxically alien and intrusive against the vast impossible structure.
It's sealed. Looks military grade.
Is it possible the rest of the crew is on the other side?
Probably not.
And sealed in.
Kane wouldn't do that.
Sure they would.
Is that really what you think?
They wouldn't. Not to their own people.
Is that
fucking...
really what you think?
Damn, okay. I take back what I said earlier. Neither of these characters are very bright. You got any more messages, Red Ghost?
Though you may be in a precarious predicament, know that Kane Corporation is working together to make the world safer. Pray to the Mother once a day, and to the Father twice a day, and all will be well.
It's not gonna solve shit, and you know it. But hey, maybe people are, like, addled in the future.
Crane controls remote access granted.
Good job.
My
192.168. Yay! It's a home address. And a subnet. Not a subnet. So, local IP network. 11.21. 9812.
Charlie, watch out. I'm trying the crane.
It's working. It works, Mac.
Problem is, the currents out there will just sweep it right back where it was.
What? Why? That sucks.
In place with the controls. I'd hurry. I don't know how long I can keep it still.
Okay, I'm going.
We're going. What? Oh, weird view. It looked like it blinked into existence. Right? Is that just like the fucking camera? Why did the thing look like it digitally blinked into existence there for a second? In a cutscene. Pre-rendered video. That doesn't feel closer. Fucking sure.
Ready to jump.
Alright, do it, suit.
Trajectory calculated. 83% success threshold calculated.
I don't like those odds.
Careful, Charlie.
Yeah. What the bear said.
I don't like those odds at all.
We sure about this? I may not be able to hold her still.
You always come through for me.
You always trust me too much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
I
Step
think...
J's locked.
Take your time. I mean, you know, not.
I don't know that they're
time.
pre-rendered. They
I
just
can't
look
hold this thing
pre-rendered.
still forever. I just mean. Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't look like they're using the same. Oh, that's not how you fucking jump. You ignite earlier when you still have upward mobility. We're definitely in.
Could have gone better.
Bonked your head a little. Oh wow, there's some agility there at the last second.
Mac, I made it.
I'm very glad you are not dead, Charlie.
Thank you, Moses.
Girl. Hurry up, though. That thing could tear loose any second.
Well, then we just get it moving before it reaches Titanic levels. Hardware appears to be dominated by communication system, commands transmission, and information relay to the Mule and Deep Sea 15. The interior of the Fido submersible rover is flooded. Nevertheless, after it has been depressurized and flushed, we can safely journey to the surface. But I don't know what's going on here yet.
I'm still locked out. Moses?
Connection failed.
My Charlie.
Hi, sweetheart. I connected to the DS-15, but I'm not getting a ping back. Can you check and restore the connection if it's down?
Does he have access to anything to do that? I guess it is Moses territory. I can't go... Right, I can't go to Mac because he's holding this shit in place. Not that he needs to anymore. I don't really have anything here. But now I have to do this, and I don't have any hints. For what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Go to Area 1. Stimulate, sever, shunt. That looks like a sever, right? Oh, wait, these symbols. Where did we see these symbols? We saw these right outside, right? Right? Are they over here? Okay, okay. So I just saw this and this. Are you still in one?
Select Latin for further examination.
Stimulate nerve, repair. Shunt corresponding nerve. Sever stimulated nerve. Thank you for the hint, game. I mean... Doesn't look over simulated. Stimulated, I suppose. Stimulate?
Stimulated.
Now I'm at 3? Go to 2. Sever that shit.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
Interesting. Go to 3. Shunt.
Shunting successful.
Okay. Shunt.
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
Weird.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
Now I'm back at 3.
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
What? Go to 2.
Stimulated.
Go to 6? Why do they all look the same?
Shunting successful.
Now I'm at 6. 6 and 3 have been shunted.
Severing failure. Large regrowth 100%. Stimulating pressure. Severing failure. Large regrowth 100%. Stimulating pressure. Stimulating pressure. Stimulating pressure.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm at 3?
Shunting successful.
Odd. What do 4 and 5 look like? This white goo dropping is super gross.
Stimulating pressure. Shunting successful.
It looks like I stimulate and then shunt. Right?
Stimulating pressure.
That one leads me to 5. And I can't go to any of those anymore. So let's go to 2. Stimulate that shit. That one leads me to 6.
Stimulating pressure.
Very weird. Very weird.
Shunt failed.
Shunt indeed failed.
100%.
3's open again.
Stimulating pressure.
Now I should be able to go shunt 1.
Shunting
Okay.
successful. Stimulating pressure.
The whole fucking thing shook. But I can't go to 6. Is what I'm looking for moving around? I don't get it.
Shunt failed. Large regrowth 100%. Stimulating pressure.
That'll lead me to 3, which I can shunt.
Shunting successful.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think a tumor moves either, but given with, like, the bio-weapon horror shit we're dealing with, I wouldn't be too surprised, you know?
Severing successful.
Severing successful. 2's the only area that's not cut off out here.
Severing successful. Shunt failed. Large regrowth 100%. Severing failure. Large regrowth 100%.
This is not making a ton of sense to me. Conjoined rings. Half circle. Electricity. Electricity. Half circle. Conjoined rings. This tells me where a thing is. Do I do this, and then this? Remove foreign material. Like, oh, it's all back. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't get it. Simulate, shunt, sever. Shunt.
Shunting successful.
But that doesn't lead me anywhere. Do I go back to 1? And sever it?
Severing successful.
Yes? Maybe. Let me see.
Shunting successful.
There's like an order that I'm not really getting, I think.
Severing successful.
I don't know. Because now I only have the 2 options. Stimulate seems to like point me in a direction, right? Shunt seems to make the next severing successful. Okay.
Success.
Okay, yeah. You do it in the order listed over here.
Mose, you're amazing.
That was very odd.
For a bear.
Very
I
odd.
am very small for a bear.
Clean that processing unit. Pudding.
Now I should be able to
I feel like I just fucked up that brain and didn't remove anything from it, though.
Processing unit. Boot up complete. All pathways open for connection.
Here we go.
Back to Charlie, then. Moses really can't get anywhere, even though... No, I don't think I can actually go in here. Okay.
All right. Who wants to go home?
We will leave soon.
I don't think we're about to leave. Yeah. Creepy AI voice. I don't think we're about to leave. Resume last operation does not strike me as going home. I don't know if we... Oh shit, we're back at the surface. It's a very detailed roach. There it goes. Oh? Rebooting system. So we can, yeah, reboot the self-destruct sequence. Shit. There goes our boat. I hope this sub has enough fuel to get back to land. Also, all that shit's gonna come crashing down on us.
The Fido just went dead.
What do you mean it went dead?
I mean it just went dead.
Maybe the power systems are
crashed
cycling
even
up to...
further below.
Oh god.
At least she's got that suit still. Can she move? Oh, there goes the door. There goes the rest of the sub. Going way, way, way down. Please give me a Chapter 3 title. I need to end to go make dinner. Why did you drop the suit? Wait, who the fuck are you? Are you Charlie? Is this a flashback? What's going on? You might be Charlie? This is the single cleanest...
Mac, we are 100% unpacking this stuff today.
Are you... You're not Hope.
Mac?
Typical.
You might be Charlie.
Series 3 operator. Mac's dad never made 3. He never had a family like this either.
Well, I think Hope was
He always
the
said,
daughter.
Careful what you take on. Get too much, you tempt fate.
So I think this is just Charlie years earlier.
Keep telling him. That's just old man and the sea paranoia.
I think. You might be right. But I swore Hope was the daughter. Because the bear was her toy. Wait, I can't do anything here. Oh. Yeah.
So fast. All you have to do is blink.
Hey. Yeah. The daughter died as a child. I think, or like maybe a little bit older than those photos. But she drowned. And the bear tried to save her but couldn't.
Charlie is okay.
The daughter was Hope.
Charlie is okay.
Moses. What?
Charlie?
Mac, I'm here. I'm okay. What happened?
How far down did we
I
go?
don't know. An explosion, I think.
You reinstated the procedure to destroy the facility.
That's not what we thought we were doing.
Give their lives to stop.
Well, you're a lot more coherent suddenly.
The detonation removed something. Some kind of inhibiting. I have not been myself for some time, I do not think.
Mac?
It might be the brain, right?
Are you hurt?
Moses is unharmed. Moses is alone.
I'm in this dig site, or whatever the hell it is. I'm not hurt, but it's flooding bad in here. I think this
Why are
whole
you
place is
always
about
getting
to
flooded?
vanish.
Fido's done for too. It's wrecked and...
Warning. Dive suit integrity compromised. Energy reserves below 20%.
My suit's damaged. Losing power. I think I'm in trouble.
You never should have come here.
No
We
shit.
have that in common.
No shit, we never should have come here. How far down did we go, and how far up can we get with 20% remaining power? Damn, that's a lot. Well, Chapter 3 time. Things have gone from bad to worse to fucked. But I'm gonna call the stream here, because I need to eat. Damn, I might play this on Sunday. I've got this and Cassette Beasts. Let me pull it up real quick. I've got this and Cassette Beasts and Street Fighter 6 going on. But I think I'm probably only like 1 or maybe 2 streams away from the end of this game. Whereas Cassette Beasts actually feels like it's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. So yeah. It's Chapter 3 time. 3.5 hours. I need to go eat. Yes. Good night. Thank you for hanging out, Tiberian. I greatly appreciate it. This game's fun. I love the atmosphere here. I like that it doesn't have any combat, and none of my characters horribly died. Oh wait, never mind. They kind of did once. There's gotta be more of that. Things have got to get wild. We're deeper than the dig site now. But that dig site's got some wild stuff in it. Anyway, I'm a go. I don't know what my schedule for next stream is gonna look like. But I'll probably play this Sunday or next Tuesday. And then Street Fighter on Friday, tomorrow. Probably. I'm probably gonna like practice a little bit after dinner tonight, because I still gotta get used to my snack box. I'm pressing buttons all over the place. It looks great. I love it. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go make some dinner. I'm glad you got your dinner. And I'll see you tomorrow. And probably Sunday. Rad Mahou. See you next time. Bye-bye.